Okay. Hello, everyone. It's your favorite programming error that has refused to be fixed. CodeErr. And welcome back to Doki Doki World of Dreams Act 2. Shbin is having a video error. Lee, who is currently streaming, claims the first, both in chat and with the redeem. Congratulations. But you focus on wrapping up your stream first and foremost. I, in the meantime, will proceed to woo these girls. No, honestly, I don't know what the plan probably could be going forward. We now have 2 extra sets of eyes to keep watch on the club and everything at school. How trustworthy these people are, I don't know yet. For Mori, I have faith that we should probably be able to trust Mori. Yai, on the other hand, is definitely not someone I would have considered bringing on board at all. But all things considered, it felt like we didn't have much of a choice there. So yeah. Anytime soon, I shall learn cooking from you. Do that, I guess. Also, hi Rob, by the way, I didn't say hi yet. Now then, shall we continue where we left off last Sunday? Because we were heading out into the rainy night, about to wrap up this day. Pro for gore, I always forgo. I'm awaiting it. Where is the slab? Is he coming from the left? Is he coming from the right? Ah, there it was. So from the left. Well, you're right, obviously, but yeah. Also, hi Tormuse! How is it going? How is it going? How are you? Hope you are well. As for me, I am maybe a little bit tired, which is... oh god. Which is not good considering I just got started, but... what's a little bit of tiredness? I head out into the rainy night, by the way. That's where we left off last time. I put a mask over my face, and after making sure I'm dressed warmly and securely, grab an umbrella and head out. Good. Responsible. We're getting sick, so we mask up. Not like there's gonna be many other people walking around out there at this time of day, but hey, better safe than sorry. And that is a big streak you got there, Spinner. Congratulations on a 115 streak. That is really a lot. Can't stick around long because I have to go do some shopping. Yes. As always seems to be the case. Hey, as long as you get it taken care of at some point while still being able to function, that's all you need, I guess. Alright. Meiji begins directing me. We head down the streets that lead towards the mall. As we walk, I let my mind wander a bit. How the hell are we supposed to handle Yai at this point? What a fascinating question. Yes, again, the one person I would not have liked to team up with is someone we have to team up with now. Doesn't we have uncomfortable scenes? One can hope, but it still remains that it's Act 2, so a lot of things will happen as time goes on. But we'll see. Hopefully it'll be less uncomfortable. Her getting involved wasn't part of the plan. I know she's a good actress when she needs to be, but how much of what she told me earlier was an act? Sayori might know better than me. And then there's Monica. She terrified me today. I really hope she's alright. 1 yen for your thoughts? Mei's intrusive question snaps me back to reality. I was just reflecting on the day's events. Honestly, same. Holy hell, man, today was all sorts of fucked up. You're preaching to the choir. I was there, dude. Buy some dino chicken nuggies. I'll give you a suggestion in mind. Ah, yes. The dino nuggies never hurt anyone, huh? Yeah, I know. Here's hoping that things don't get worse as the week goes on. As we were just saying, hopefully it doesn't get worse than last time. Hey, don't go triggering death flags. Right, sorry. But I definitely agree with you. I'm not sure how much more I can handle events like this. As long as we're together, I know we can handle it. Look at you, all smooth and cool. And here I thought you were an otaku. Otaku can be cool, thank you very much. I feel my mood start to lighten as I laugh a bit. Thanks, man. What for? Cheering me up, even if a little. Oh, hi, Karel, how's it going? I don't know what you're gonna do with those coconuts, but enjoy those coconuts. I assume they're purely for consuming purposes. And you just felt like buying coconuts for no reason. Unless there's some kind of fascinating recipe that involves buying 5 whole coconuts. Emotional music stuff. No! Stop it! You know, I'm so happy that I got to meet you and everything. Rip. Rip shot. No! Right back at you then, dude. Take a right here, by the way. Right. We turn down onto a street new to me. Looks like it has a few shops and residences mixed in on either side. A few people are still out and about, most going home. I even see some uniforms from Sakura Academy heading down the street as well. Oh no. Please no one I recognize. Right at the start of the street, I see a convenience store. Is this it? Yes, indeed. They have ice cream here? Last time I was here they did. I doubt they got rid of it. Got it. Here we go. I walk in. The place has a few customers in the store and a cashier nearby. It's another convenience store for the most part. I begin slowly walking up and down the aisles, looking at the varied selections all around. As I make a pass near the register, the smell of fried chicken in the food warmer tickles my nose. I grin. Gonna be someone he recognizes. I also have the scene. Fair. Alright. The thing is, Miss Rich Girl, who everyone owes favors to. Right? Last time around, she was working a whole bunch of part-time jobs, including in some stores. I just hope that that isn't the case this time around, because she's just too spoiled this time around. Otherwise, I don't like my chances of possibly running into her here. Is it dino-shaped fried chicken? One can hope, but I kind of doubt it. Funny to do it. I mean, sure, okay, if it's just great, then go on. Enjoy that. She needs the reset item. Hours of grinding, though. Yes, take the question of the day with a joke. That's the best way to go about it, I guess. Really? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right, you hate that. Damn right I do. You do realize I'm gonna get some from here eventually, right? Yeah. From behind, I hear the door to the shop open. Thinking nothing of it, I continue walking up and down until we come to the medicine portion of the store. I pause and kneel to get a better look. Do you want to get anything here that might help your cold? We have plenty of pills and stuff back home. I mean, I figured, but is there anything here that you might want that you don't have? Look over everything for me? For sure. Thanks. I slowly begin looking over the selection dedicated to cold and flu medications when I hear someone walking up next to me and kneeling next to me. And that person is... Miyuki, trying to remember who Miyuki is. Well, hi Saikano Gaming, how's it going? Welcome to the stream! We just got started. Who was Miyuki again? Well, isn't this a surprise? Yuri's mom. Got it. You know, the text, the color for the name really could be closer to purple than to pink. Really doesn't make me think of Yuri when I see that color. Oh, isn't this a surprise? I turn quickly and find myself looking into the warm and amused eyes of Yuri's mother. How are you? I'm doing quite well, just a little bit tired. Try to lobbies. I'm going to be playing the fight. You worry about your own gameplay. I don't mind you just being here to enjoy the stream on the side. I mean, I guess it matches her clothing. Yes, sure. Whoa, hello there, Yoshika-san.
Greetings again, young man. What brings you to the shop?
I need a small walk to clear my head. Hold up, didn't Yuri say she lived an hour away from school? You're right, she did. Maybe you were nearer to her house, or perhaps she lied. I suppose that's possible.
Oh, okay, I know how you feel.
Ha, I dissolve into a small coughing fit. I'm sorry.
Wait a moment, are you sick?
She looks at me more closely now with the observation skills only a mother can achieve. Bro just dissolved randomly. Yes, totally, that's what we're doing. Yeah, it's a cold.
You should be at home, you know.
I grin and lower my voice conspiratorially. I won't tell your daughter if you don't tell my parents. Miyuki pauses briefly, then she begins to laugh.
You have a good point, young man.
Speaking of her, won't she be worried if you're out on your own again? Miyuki's smile is a sadder one now. He dissolved. Slime MC confirmed! I'd be down for a Slime MC. Yes.
I came out to try and find some painkiller medicine. This place has them, but it's hard to say whether or not they're in stock. Oh, thank goodness.
Reaching down, she grabs a small white pill bottle.
The last one in stock, lucky.
She begins coughing herself. I move closer to try and help steady her.
Oh, thank you, young man.
Slime C! Not quite there yet, though, sadly. The two of us stand up slowly so she doesn't get dizzy.
Well, perhaps I should get a sports drink too. I'm feeling a little parched. Jesus, son, would you accompany me for that?
Of course. We head into the next aisle and see only soup cans. There's a joke here. Go into the next aisle. Come on, there's only soup. What do you mean there's only soup? It means there's only soup. Well, go into the next aisle.
Oh, my apologies, not this one.
Yuki's looking a bit paler than before as she heads to drink. Before she heads to a drink cooler. Gotta go. Oh, I hope I will enjoy it. See you around, Dormuse. Hope you find everything you're looking for on your shopping trip. Grabbing a blueberry-flavored energy aid, she begins heading to the cashier. Suddenly, she stumbles a bit. I manage to catch her. Whoa there. Is everything alright? Is there a place where this woman can sit for a bit? She's in no condition to walk in the rain right now. Of course, in the back. The cashier leads us towards the back. Should I call an ambulance?
Oh no, I just need a few minutes to collect myself, then I should be fine.
If you need any water, we have paper cups and a water fountain. Thanks, man. The cashier nods and heads back out into the main store. Great cashier right there. Great person. Glad it's not a certain rich girl. I take a seat across from Yuki and take off my coat to drape over her.
Jesus, son.
It's alright, it's plenty warm back here.
Well, thank you, young man, that's very sweet of you.
She lays her head down on her crossed arms, closing her eyes. Shouldn't we call your daughter, ma'am? No reply, she must be asleep. Sighing, I read your comment. I am just trying to continue the game. No need to slap me for it. Sighing, I pull out Meiji's phone, flipping it open, I dial Monica.
Code?
What the hell? Was Monica waiting near her cell?
Is everything okay?
Yes, everything's alright. I just ran into Yuri's mom is all.
You did?
She sounds worried now. Hold your horses there. I just called to let you know I might be back a little later than I thought.
How come?
I briefly explained what just happened. On the other end, there's silence when I finish.
Are you planning on taking her home?
She sounds nervous now. Well, I was gonna call Yuri and ask her to come get her mom. Then I realized I don't have her number.
I do. I can give it to you and...
No, that'd be too suspicious.
Oh. Still. Monica, is that code? Here it is. He ran into Yuri's mom. Oh, what's happening?
Monica relays the message to Sayori quickly.
Oh, okay. Can I talk to him? Sure.
I hear a bit of a scuffle, then Sayori's voice comes through clearer.
Code?
Hey, Sayori.
I heard about what happened. Is Meiji okay with this?
He hasn't said anything about it, let me ask. Honestly, I don't really mind. You sure? What a way to arrive to the stream, Neon. Hello to you as well. Thank you for that. Well, give me just one moment. I'll have it all set up in just a second. Ah, boy, here we go again.
Okay, we're back. We're back, and we're ready to go. And hi Lee, thanks for the raid, appreciate it. And welcome raiders. I'm Code. I stream here on this channel. I'm currently playing a DDLC mod, and as per Neon's channel point redeem, we have just decided that it is now Kochan time for the foreseeable future. So yeah, hi. You are indeed the timing master. Just in time for the Kochan action. You sure? By the way, Meiji still gets the male character voice for obvious reasons. And by male character voice, I mean regular male voice.
Yeah, I just hope we don't run into Yuri.
Well, we probably will, but at this point it's unavoidable. I hate leaving her here.
True, I feel the same way.
So that's a yes then?
Yes, but please be careful.
I will.
Hey, I see an annoying girl rising from beneath the scene, seemingly missing a raid that happened just seconds before.
I
And
didn't
now
miss
she
it.
continues reading unaware of what hell is about to be let loose.
You're scaring me there, Rob. I see how it is. You know, you can't see how suspicious I was of you in chat because you still can't see my eyebrows move. We had this discussion in the past, remember? I still haven't been able to fix it. It is just a problem with the program I'm using for all the throws. It just doesn't like my eyebrows. If I were to disable the throws, you could see my eyebrows. But now they're very stationary. Anyway, Code! Maybe says it's okay as long as I'm careful, and I will be. Okay, you better keep that promise, you hear? I'll be very upset. I smile a little. I'll do my best, I promise. Good, now here's Monica back. Code. Hey, Monica. I'm gonna say the same thing Sayori just said. Please be careful. I will. Love you. See you soon, okay? Right back at you. See you soon. Bye. Bye. We both hang up. I go back out into the store. The cashier sees me and walks over to me.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's just resting a bit. Do you guys carry some hot water and tea bags? I want to make her some.
Oh yes, we do, over by the coffee machine. Don't worry about the cost, it's on the house for her.
Much appreciated, thanks. I bow and head over to the coffee machines. After finding a small paper cup, I fill it with hot water, then dip a tea bag into it. I carry it back to where Miyuki is. She's still asleep when I walk in. I approach and set down the cup. I wait for her to wake and decide to pass the time by reading a magazine I find back there. 10 minutes, 20, half an hour passes until she's awake. She wakes. Ooh, what's this? Startled by her sudden words, I put the magazine down and see she's staring at the cup near her. Tea, it's probably a bit cold by now, though. You and Yuri seem to think tea helps fix a lot of things. I frown. I didn't mean to presume anything. Relax, young man. Tea actually sounds really good right about now. She takes it and sips. It's still warm enough, thank you. I smile. You're welcome. She silently sips the tea, and soon it's finished. That really helped, thank you once again. She stands but stumbles forward. Quickly I stand and catch her. Oh, thank you. She gives me a grateful smile. Good. No, Rob, shut up. Don't use that word. You know the drill. Of course. Although... What is it? Are you okay to go home on your own? My home is only a 15-minute walk away from here. It should be fine. I don't want to keep you up late. Aren't you sick? I'd feel bad if I just, left you to go home on your own in the storm. Plus, I'm sure your daughter would kill me. She's not that violent. Sorry, it's just an expression. I'm an English tutor, trust me, I've heard that. But if you're insisting, then I gladly accept. Are you well enough to walk now? I am. Then let's get you home. She nods, then begins handing me my coat, but I stop her. Keep a hold of that until you get back home. She shakes her head. You don't need to worry about me, just take it. I smile, knowing better than to argue with a mother. I take it gratefully, put it on, and the two of us head back into the store. After she pays for her medication at her insistence, we begin walking towards her place. We both remain silent for a little while. 10 minutes pass while the two of us walk. Finally, she asks me a question. Mr. Chizu, what do you think of Yuri? I frown. She's a nice Oh crap. I realize I responded in English. Damn it, I'm terrible at catching myself. So you do speak English? I sigh and slowly nod. Please don't tell anyone else, I'd rather people not know. Why not? It's, well... She smiles slightly. Say no more. I can see it's something you don't want to talk about. But can you answer my question? What I think of your daughter? I look up at the sky for a bit to think. I think she's a very hardworking and serious young woman. She's definitely intelligent, but... Forgive me for interrupting, but that wasn't what I asked. What do you think of her? I only asked because I noticed that she was looking at you yesterday. I feel my face go cold. Well, I guess not joining the club isn't really working. She's still getting more and more interested in us, even with us not being there. That's not good. She did? Miyuki's looking ahead at the road. Suddenly she stops and turns to me. Listen, can I tell you something? A bit taken aback by this serious tone in her voice, all I can do is nod. She nods, then turns and continues walking down the street. I follow after her. I'm worried about her, Meiji. I look at her more closely. She's holding her umbrella with both hands, with a concerned expression on her face. In that moment, I see a very concerned mother, thinking only about her child. I'm worried about what will become of her when I'm gone. My heart drops at that. Those are the words of someone resigned to death. I continue letting her talk.
Yuri has always felt her emotions a lot more strongly than most. Gets that from her father. When he died, it really affected her. He might not have enjoyed a lot of the subjects Yuri did, but he made an amazing effort to relate to her. He would read stories to her at night before bed. On weekends, he would take her to the local library in the town we used to live in. He was an amazing father and a very loving husband.
She closes her eyes. It's obviously a painful memory for her.
His death broke not only my heart, but Yuri's as well, and when I go...
She trails off, shuddering a bit. Offline games until the game realizes, wait, you're not supposed to be here. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I am kind of scared of it now that you're bringing it up, because the game has deleted stuff before, because it wasn't supposed to happen that way. I mean, it deleted the entire world when it was falling apart, you know? She trails off, shuddering a bit.
I know my daughter has always struggled to make friends in school. She's been bullied in the past. She might not say it now, but I know she's being bullied. She just won't tell me about it.
She sighs sadly. When we turn a corner, I look up and up and up. They live in this place? What the hell? How do they afford this? The answer immediately comes to me when I see the statue in front. Chiba Apartments. Of course Kotonoha did this. It keeps them indebted to the Chibas, in other words, in line. Miyuki turns to me.
I know I don't know you very well, but can I ask you for a massive favor?
Sure, what is it? She brings her hands together and bows slightly.
When I'm gone, please keep my daughter safe. Please look out for her. You and the club she's part of.
She raises her head.
I've never seen her as happy as she's been since she joined the club. Please do that for me.
Her brow furls as she looks at the building behind her.
I can't exactly trust that the Chiba family will take care of her after I'm gone.
I gulp nervously. Aren't I trying to avoid Yuri as much as possible so she doesn't get too attached to me? But this mother, Miyuki's being incredibly sincere here. Miss Yoshika? Damn it, I really have a weakness. And only now I realize that I addressed her once more in English. I guess I'm drained in more aspects than one right now. I might not be able to do much, but whatever I can do, I will. A smile slowly forms on Miyuki's face.
I really appreciate that.
Just then a cell phone starts ringing. Miyuki reaches into her purse and pulls her phone out.
Hello, Yuri. No, I'm just outside the building now. I'll be up soon. I just met him at the store, and he gallantly offered to walk me home.
I freeze and look up at the windows. Sure enough, one of the large sliding windows has its curtains open, and I see Yuri looking out, a shocked expression on her face. Her face disappears as she runs out.
Yes, dear, I'm feeling right.
She covers her phone and looks at me.
Keep my little nap a secret, please.
Promise. She nods appreciatively and returns to her call.
You don't have to come down to fetch me, dear. I can get up the elevator myself. Honestly, you're such a worrywart.
I'm coming up, dear. She turns and motions for me to follow. I oblige. She leads me to the front of the building where we head inside. Yuri's right there, holding a towel and quickly draping it over Miyuki. Well, so much for avoiding Yuri as much as possible.
Why were you out again?
She's speaking in Japanese, so I quickly mentally switch gears.
I needed some pain medicine, sweetie. Pain medicine?
Yuri looks scared now.
Don't worry about it, sweetie. One pill and I'll be feeling better, I promise. I wish you told me. I'd have gotten some for you on my way home from school if I knew.
If you had
your club today, didn't you? You should keep your focus more on that.
I begin slowly backing away, feeling like I'm intruding into a private conversation.
Please wait, Shizu-san.
She turns to me, and Yuri also turns to face me as well. Also, hi Luki, Sia? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm Code, specifically, how's your day going? It's going pretty well. Pretty well, I'm just a bit tired, and, days are very hot recently, so that's That's a thing. And I'm doing pretty well. By the way, since you're new here and everything, chances are you're going to be very surprised in a bit later when I decide that the redeem from earlier has officially worn off. I mean, if you don't get what I'm saying, you'll see it in a bit. She turns to me, and Yuri also turns to face me as well.
Allow me to thank you properly for earlier. Can you stay a few moments?
The time on Meiji's phone says it's 8:22. I can spare a few moments.
Great, come on in. I'll get you something for the cold you have.
I'm suddenly nervous. Are you sure?
Please, it's the least I can do since you helped this old woman home.
I almost reply that she isn't an old woman, but I hold my tongue. Then I graciously accept. Anyway, since you're also new, let me just say that I'm currently playing a mod of DDLC. In case you couldn't already tell by the fact that Yuri's hair is different and that we're seeing a new character here. So yeah, hope that helps, and you're not too confused right now. You stream every day? No, I don't stream every day. I usually stream Friday and Saturday. And during the week, it's a little bit more inconsistent. But I will stream every day this coming week. Yes, I do plan to stream every day for a week straight because I have the time right now. And I feel like there's just some nice things I can do during that week. So, yeah. I walk up following them. After a brief walk through the building, I find myself standing in the kitchen of Yuri's apartment, which is in your background. Miyuki's rummaging through the cabinets.
No, where is it?
She turns to me smiling.
You two don't have to wait around for me. Feel free to sit and relax for a bit. Especially you, Chizu-san.
Thank you very much. Yuri nervously leads me into the living room where I sit. She takes a seat on one of the other couches. That's great. Well, I hope the week's gonna be great. I'm gonna try to play some games and try to beat each of them in one stream. Undertale is gonna be probably easy because I've beaten Undertale many times in the past. Then after that is Undertale Yellow, which I assume I should also be able to beat because again, I've beaten Undertale Yellow on stream in the past. But I'm gonna try to get the failed pacifist ending, which is an ending I haven't gotten yet. But, you know, it's gonna be very easy to get to the end because most of it is going to be skipping dialogue because I've already read it. Then for Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero, I definitely need to plan a little bit on how I'm gonna approach the task of trying to beat that in one stream. It's gonna be a little bit harder. What type of game do you play mostly? That's very, very random. I basically just play whatever I'm currently interested in. Now, I do like playing visual novels. If DDLC wasn't any indication, I actually have played a lot of DDLC mods on the channel. I also play rhythm games. Specifically, I just play a rhythm game every Friday. Every single Friday, I play Friday Night Funkin', which is a rhythm game that has a bunch of different content because the modding community is that big. So, yeah. Other than that, again, very, very, very big variety, I'd say. She takes a seat on one of the other couches. All I can hear now is the sound of the AC humming softly and Miyuki in the kitchen doing God knows what. I look around the living room. There's little doubt about it, this place has to be a gift from the Chibas. The silence is palpable between us. Eventually Yuri breaks the silence.
Jesus-san.
Yes, I turn to her.
I wanted to thank you for walking my mom home today. Even though you barely know her, it means a lot to me.
He looks at the ground and sighs.
My mother can be quite a strong-willed and independent woman despite her recent ill health. I try to make sure she gets plenty of rest, but then she goes and acts on her own like this. It's stressful sometimes.
I was afraid of this, and it looks like Miyuki was right. I try and think of what to say, but Yuri isn't finished yet.
I don't know what I'll do if she...
Her voice is getting progressively quieter, and I see her rubbing her left arm.
I'll be alone.
Yuri shakes her head a bit, then looks apologetically at me.
I'm sorry, if I said anything. Forget I said anything. I don't want to get any more involved than I want to get you any more involved than you already are.
Yoshika-san, it's alright. I was the one who volunteered to walk your mom home today.
But you're cold.
I feel okay right now. I'll probably go back home after this and sleep immediately.
I see.
Yuri looks down. My heart aches for the amount of pain and guilt she must be feeling. Just then I see tears slowly streaking down her face. Alarmed, I rush to sit next to her. Yoshika-san?
Izu-san, can I tell you something?
Oh no, this is exactly what I was trying to avoid. Yep, we're getting emotional with this one. Again, we're trying not to get her too attached to us, but I don't think that's gonna be working. Damn it, I really have a weakness. Yeah, if you want.
I'm scared.
Wow, that's blunt even for Yuri.
I don't want to lose my mother.
Automatically, I reach to put an arm around Yuri, but I stop and restrain myself. We technically don't know each other that well yet, so physical touch might be alarming for her.
She's the only family I have left here. She's sacrificed so much so that I can have a decent education and a roof over my head. The stress from her tutoring job hasn't been helping, and Shiba-san...
She stops herself as she clears her throat and tries to wipe her eyes.
Look at me speaking like this to you. I do apologize for this. I didn't mean to get you involved.
It's alright, really. And I understand I wouldn't want to lose my family either. But you have people who care for you more than you know. He looks up at me, quickly, eyes wide. Shit, maybe she thinks I mean me. I mean, I do care about her, but in her current state...
I'm finished.
Miyuki's entrance breaks the mood, and Yuri and I both jump slightly.
Oh, I do hope I didn't interrupt anything important. It's alright, Mom.
Miyuki's holding a small and odd-looking thermos, which she hands to me.
Here you are, dear. I heated up some chicken broth. Drink it on the way home. It should help you sleep well tonight.
Reaching out, I take the offered thermos. Thank you, I appreciate the kindness. I'll clean this and get it back to you as soon as possible.
There's no hurry, young man. It's the least I can do.
Miyuki smiles reassuringly at me. Thank you once again. I appreciate your hospitality. I stand and bow. Also, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, because I am, truly, but I probably should get home as soon as I can.
Of course, I don't want to keep you from your nice and warm bed back home. Please have a safe trip home.
I'll do my best, thank you. Nice to see you again too, Yoshika-san. I direct this to Yuri, whose face goes a bit red.
You too, Izu-san.
I bow to both of them, then Miyuki walks me out. Just like that, I'm back out in the rain, alone with my thoughts. I pull out Meiji's phone and call Monica again. Code. Monica answers quicker than before. Are you alright? Where are you right now? Relax, alright, I'm just leaving Yuri's place right now. I'm walking back. Oh, thank goodness. I was getting worried, dear. It's getting late. I sigh. I know, and I'm sorry. I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise. Is Meiji's body feeling okay? Man, I'm getting tired. I only just started. I think the redeem is gonna wear off as I end the day. That's what I've decided, and please don't try to force it on me. Because, man, I don't know if I'm feeling up to too much of it right now. I'll go a little bit more in depth once we switch back, okay? Good. Is Meiji's body feeling okay? Sorry, Code. I put you on speakerphone. It's alright, and Meiji's body just feels tired. I was actually gonna stop and get you two some ice cream. Forget that, Code. Come straight home, got it? I agree with Sayori here. Get home as soon as you can as possible. I nod in understanding. Okay, I understand. I'm coming straight home. Thank you. Expect you. Half an hour at the latest. You better be extra careful, you understand? I'll do that. How long have you been streaming? Only about half an hour, so it's really not that long. But, you know, for some reason I started the stream off I feel like it's the summer heat getting to me, on top of the fact that I usually start my streams at 11 p.m. Which it is right now as well, so... yeah, I feel like that adds to it, but normally it's not that bad. I guess I'm just feeling slightly under the weather today, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I can easily keep up the stream. I'll do that. Love you, Code. Love you too, Meiji. Don't let Code do anything stupid. I chuckle. I love you too, Monica, and Meiji says he loves you too, Sayori.
Thanks, man.
You bet. Both their laughs sounded a little forced. I put on my best reassuring voice. I'll be home as soon as I can. See you ladies soon. We'd better. Bye for now. Bye, you two. See you soon. I hang up the phone and put it back in my pocket before starting to walk. I walk back to our street is silent, with Meiji feeling like he's drifting in and out of consciousness. I sip gratefully on the chicken broth, which eases Meiji's sore throat. Soon we're on Meiji Street, by which time I finish the chicken broth. I head inside quickly. The moment I enter, someone rushes over. Code! Monica runs towards me, a worried expression on her face as I begin taking off my coat and shoes. I'm feeling alright, I promise. Oh, that's good. I'm just gonna clear this and then head to bed. I say this holding up the thermos, which Monica immediately snatches from my hand. I'll clean it for you later. Come on, let's get you two to bed as soon as possible. Monica pulls me to the entrance to the space classroom. Yes, indeed, I did. I made everything on this channel myself because I guess I can't be bothered to ask other people for help. Plus it saves on money, not like it would be that hard to find someone to commission for stuff. But yeah. Monica puts me to the entrance to the space classroom. I'm about to step through when Meiji speaks up.
Code, there's some medicine in the hall closet. Can you grab it for me?
Medicine? Sure. I walk past the door when an anxious Sayori is waiting for us to begin rummaging through the closet. Code, what are you doing? Meiji said there was some cold medicine in here. I'm just grabbing some. I'll take care of that too. Monica sounds a bit frustrated now. Just head back in, I'll get them for you.
Yikes, guess I should have seen that coming.
Me too. Monica steps through first, then turns to me. I step through. The moment the four of us are alone, there's silence. Sayori is besides Meiji, supporting him, Monica is next to me, and I'm near the door. We all look at each other. Slowly I close the door, but not enough that it's completely shut. So, I look at the other three. You all look tired. Speak for yourself, love. I smile ruefully. I know. Today's been... well, let's be honest, today's been a nightmare. One thing after the other kept on hitting us, more complications arose, I almost got Meiji killed. Again.
That one's on me too this time.
Doesn't matter.
Dude, it does. We both got pissed this time.
Guys, let's not fight again. Meiji's body won't be able to take it. Any thoughts on to upgrade it? Honestly, I haven't upgraded in a long time. I have upgraded a lot since the beginning of the channel, but after a while I just stopped and focused more on the actual games and stuff. Maybe I will upgrade again at some point, but we'll see. Well, there's one upgrade I definitely need to make, which is quite an annoying one. It's not exactly a full-on upgrade to, you know, the looks and everything, but I'm using a certain program that allows chat to throw stuff at me, and for some reason that program negates the movement of my eyebrows. Like if I look over, I can see that, yes, everything is getting picked up, my eyebrow movement as well. But then all of that has to be transferred over to the program that allows for the throw redeems and everything, and that doesn't pick up the eyebrows anymore. So I have to fix that at some point, but let me worry about that in my own time. Especially not after being gone for over an hour. I nod slowly. Yeah, you're right, it's been a very long day. We really should try and sleep. Sayori nods and immediately ushers Meiji into their bedroom, grabbing the medicine from Monica. Soon it's just me and her. Just Monica. Just Monica. There's silence between us for a while. Finally I speak up, deciding to ask her about the incident in the kitchen earlier that day. Monica, about what happened earlier in the kitchen with Yae? She stiffens, but remains silent. How are you feeling right now? I'll be honest, I'm worried about you. She looks down. Digital artist, skilled in various art forms, excluding NSFW. So, are you interested? I appreciate the offer, but as I said earlier, I like the fact that everything on my channel is self-made. I mean, yeah, a price thing is also a factor a little bit. I'm not gonna turn up reasonable prices for being reasonable prices, but as I said, I also like the fact that it's self-made. Yeah, but Gabe's a different person. Gabe's the kind of person who's just like, oh boy, someone's advertising their art. I don't mind people. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind if people do it. As long as it's like reasonable and like not over the top, like people come in and are like, hey, check out my art and hire me, then I don't mind it. She looks down. I'm unnerved by my behavior, if I'm being honest. Actually, no, I'm petrified. I didn't think I could get that angry. I mean, you've seen me angry before, but not this much. It's honestly frightening that I have that in me. Welcome to my world. Are you feeling okay now? She nods a bit. I'm calmer now. I feel really bad for Kawahashi, too. I wouldn't wish that kind of thing on my worst enemy. Me too. She looks at me with a stern expression. And how about you? Being reckless again? This time I tried not to be, but I couldn't let that thing abuse Yae. I know, and I'm proud of you for helping her, but just please restrain yourself. You know I worry about you. I know, and I'm trying not to fly off the rails again. That's all I ask. Let's actually get some sleep. Lord knows you need it. You too, no discussion, sweetie. I smile and nod. I'm gonna take a quick shower first, then I'll join you. Alright. Don't keep me waiting. She gives me a slight wink before heading into our room. Blushing a bit, I go to take a shower. After a brief but calming rinse under the water, I make my way back into the bedroom where Monica's sitting up in bed waiting. She's reading a book which looks like an introduction to coding. I get into the bed beside her and she immediately leans against me. I take the book, put it aside, putting an arm around her. Feeling better? A little, you? My head's a bit clearer now, but I'm still majorly exhausted. Me too. She yawns and I do so in response. She's the first to move deeper under the covers, and I soon follow. Reaching over, I dim the lights and switch just besides, with the switch just beside the bed. I'm about to close my eyes when I feel a cool hand intertwine with mine. Looking over, I see Monica lying flat on her back, staring at the ceiling. I give her hand a firm squeeze, and she looks over at me, smiling gratefully. Leaning in, she kisses me, then snuggles up close. Putting an arm around her, I close my eyes. Again, this is adorable. Monica deserves this happy ending. And with that, I think the day is over, right? Yes. And with that, that's my cue. That's my cue. Give me a second.
And there's that surprise I told you about. To anyone who's new and who arrived during the Code-chan segment, oh boy, the surprise is real. Stream stopped for a second? Did it now? Was that just on your end? I hope it was just on your end. The advertising in streamers chat isn't great either, yeah. Gotta be nice, you gotta be nice. Again, you don't just come in, self-advertise, and that's that. I understand doing a little bit of like doing it a little bit like on the side as long as it's like just a, nothing serious. Are they even still here? Good question. Please tell me Lucy or Lukey or whatever isn't just a person who shows up and as soon as who shows up talks like the bare minimum to get their self-advertisement in a natural way, and then if someone's not interested they immediately head out. There are people like that. By the way, if you're still here, not accusing you of being that. It's just something that I've noticed is a trend for some people. Some people only talk in order to lead into their self-advertisement and then immediately leave if there's no interest. And that's a little bit, that's why Gabe bans them, which is understandable. But normally those people leave them by themselves already at that point. Anyway, it's very quiet right now. The next thing I know, I'm waking up to a warm mass pressed close against me, and my arm is underneath something heavy enough to cause it to be fast asleep. Groaning softly, I open my eyes. Monica is pressed up against me, my arm underneath her. Slowly, I move to extricate myself from her grip, but she clings even more to me. I stroke her hair while bringing the lights up with my free hand. She slowly begins waking up. When she sees me, she blushes and sits up, releasing my arm.
Good morning, love.
I sit up and shake my sleeping arm vigorously. Morning, sweetie. How'd you sleep? God, using pet names is embarrassing, but it also feels right.
I slept pretty well. Everything okay with your arm?
It's just asleep. As much as I really enjoy falling asleep in your arms, we're gonna have to experiment with that.
Alright, I can agree to that.
How are you feeling?
Surprisingly very good, all things considered. I think sleep really helped me come to terms with some brand new memories.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. I stretch my still tingling arm and slowly stand, arching my back. Hearing the normal popping, I sigh in relief. There we go. You ready for the day?
As ready as I'll ever be, I suppose.
I nod. Same. Need a shower?
Yeah, I think I do. I'll use Cheese's shower, and so you can use the other one.
Thanks. Monica leans in and kisses me tenderly. She quickly heads out, face red. Mine is equally as red as I stand and head to take my own shower. I take a quick but relaxing shower and walk out just as I hear the other bedroom door open. Meiji, you don't look so hot. Sayori said the same thing. I'll be alright though, the meds I took last night are helping. Plus the chicken broth I think too. I do need a shower though. Meiji quickly sneaks past me, carrying his school uniform under his arm, as he closes and locks the bathroom door. Should we really be going to school today if he's feeling that bad? I feel like we should skip this day. Monica skipped the first day this week. I feel like we can take a one-day break as well. I feel like we need to. I know we need to do everything we can to prevent a disaster from happening, but I don't know. I don't know if we can really realistically attend school. Sayori walks out as well. Morning, Sayori. How'd you sleep?
I'm alright.
Something in her tone catches my interest. Sayori?
Well, to be honest, I didn't sleep that well. I was worried about Meiji.
Anything happened with him last night?
No, not anything noticeable at least.
Alright, but I think after we leave, you should go back and sleep for a little while longer. I'll watch over Meiji, okay?
Promise?
I hold out my pinky towards her. Hesitantly, she wraps her own around mine. Pinky promise. Pinky promise, if I lie, I will drink 1,000 needles and cut off my pinky. Sayori giggles a bit at that and releases me.
You don't have to drink 1,000 needles.
What about the pinky thing?
I'll keep it in mind.
Her smug, satisfied look is enough to get a laugh out of me. I'll look after Meiji, I promise.
Good.
Why don't you lie back down for now and get some more rest? Meiji and Monica are both taking a shower, and then we'll get breakfast started.
Alright.
She gets back into the bedroom and shuts the door slowly. I hear her collapse on the bed. A bit tired still myself, I walk over to the couch, sit and look out the window. As I watch Earth spin slowly, I once again go over what should be done today. 1. We need to talk to CodeErr about her odd behavior. That's definitely a main priority. She's been acting suspicious ever since Monday, and we need to know what's going on. 2. We're gonna need to plan on how Mori and Yae, if she cooperates, can help keep an eye on the literature club while I'm not here. As I think about that, I start having doubts. Seriously, is me being away from the club a good idea? Will it even affect what happens? I sit up straighter and strengthen my resolve. No, for their own good, I should probably wait to join this time. I can't afford to take the risk of Yuri becoming so stressed that she clings to the first male she sees. I've got to tell Monica not to accept any more people into the club aside from Mori. As I'm thinking about this, I hear the door behind me slowly slide open. Yae is standing there, still wearing the hoodie I grabbed for her yesterday. Alright, she was staying over. I almost forgot. Hi. There it is. There's the theme. She looks around slowly, obviously looking for Sayori.
Hey, can I come in?
I simply nod. Sleep alright? Yae walks over and sits on the opposite side of the couch from me.
Not that it's your business, but yeah. I slept alright.
Even compared to yesterday, her tone sounds more subdued, if only by a little bit. She just sits and stares out the window at the otherworldly scene. All I can hear is the muffled sound of a shower going and the thrumming noise I've come to associate with this room. Okay, she's still a bit defensive, but I guess that's understandable. Time to stop being an ass to get... time to stop being an ass to a traumatized girl, Code. I mean, I really should. But my god, she's an ass herself. It's not a matter of being an asshole to a traumatized girl, it's a matter of being an asshole to an asshole. Oh well, let's try being nice. Be an adult and take the first step. Hey, are you sure you're okay? If you're not feeling well or don't want to stay here, I'm sure we can find you an inn or something. She might be more reasonable now, but I still don't trust her to be alone with Sayori.
Look, I'm not a weak, helpless girl, and I'm not stupid. After that bombshell you dropped yesterday, even someone like me knows there are bigger fish to fry. I know you don't like me, and I really am not a big fan of you either. Not that I can blame you. And can you blame me for that?
I glare at her briefly, then look out the window. You're still upset about me saving you from your uncle?
No, what I'm angry about is...
She trails off and looks away. What, about last Thursday exposing you to the principal? Okay, be the adult, don't let this upset you. Kawahashi, despite what you've gone through in your life, you couldn't just get away with that. Your goons tore up a book that was precious to Yuri, a keepsake of hers that you carelessly destroyed. Such an adult way to word that. I almost facepalm. Come on, me, calm a tone. Look, please don't misunderstand. I can guess why you act like you do, and I can empathize, truly. That doesn't mean what you did was right. Hell, I feel like a parent scolding a child again. Yeah, it looks, chagrined and looks away. Wow, that's a word I've never heard before. Sayori really misses you, you know. Yeah, I flinched when I mentioned Sayori, but she doesn't say anything. At least talk to her. She's not the kind who would ever maliciously befriend anyone, and you know that.
I can't.
I raise an eyebrow. Why not?
That's not really,
She stammers over her words. Sighing, I look at her sternly. Look here, Yae. Before she can say anything, I continue. Sayori's more forgiving than you think. It's just who she is, alright?
You can't know that.
I can know that. She can get angry, sure, but she will forgive you if you truly start making it up to her. She really misses you, and trust me, when Sayori calls you her friend, there's no getting out of that.
Yeah, she is at that. I'll think about what you've said.
That's fine. In the meantime, I think it's about time you got dressed. Aren't you going to school?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Yai quickly gets up and rushes past me, heading back to her temporary room and shutting the door. I stretch and go back to looking out the window. Also, hi there, Yasin? Yasin Mendan? I hope I said that correctly. Yasin Mendan? Anyway, hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. I am currently playing Doki Doki World of Dreams, which is a DDLC mod. It's a very fun story. We are currently in the second act, and if you know anything about DDLC, then you know that Act 2 is where it gets real. We've already encountered some pretty horrible stuff. As per usual. We're currently debating on whether or not joining the club is a smart idea, considering Yuri will only get very obsessive about us if we join. So we're trying to keep our distance for the duration of this week, hoping that maybe it will not trigger Yuri to go crazy. It's a Turkish name. You don't need to apologize for your name. I'll have trouble with most names, trust me. I hope Yasin is a good pronunciation and I am not too far off at least. So yeah, don't worry about that. I stretch and go to looking out of the window. A few minutes later, I hear the shower turn off. Then, at nearly the same time, the doors to the bathroom and Sayori's room both open. Meiji still doesn't look too well, but thankfully not worse. Sayori rushes over to him.
Meiji, are you feeling alright?
Mostly just tired. I've taken some medicine and I'll need a coffee soon. But I feel a bit better already.
Well, that's good. How's everyone doing today?
Not really looking forward to today, but I'll manage. How about we all get some breakfast started? Meiji, your body feel up to...
Leave breakfast to me, alright? I can manage it, I promise. Are you sure? I'm sure I'll handle it. You guys rest a bit more.
Before anyone can object, Monica heads out and down the hall towards the kitchen. The three of us exchange a look and smile ever so slightly. You're at the doctor. Orders are orders. Let's just relax for a little while.
Sure.
Sounds good. Meiji and Sayori walk over to the couch and collapse onto it. I walk over to the desk and sit in the chair leaning back in it. Sometime later, a freshly clean and dressed Yaya shows up. There she be. The school whore herself. Not saying anything, she reluctantly walks over and sits against the wall next to the computer. You can go sit on the couch, you know.
I'm fine here.
Not really in any mood to argue with her, I leave her be. Again, I really shouldn't insult her or do anything. We need her on our side. She is one of our new helpers. She's one of our new helpers. We need her to be on our side, definitely. Time passes. About 20 minutes later, I hear feminine footfalls coming down the hall. Opening one eye, I look over and see Monica carrying a tray of food. Standing quickly, I rush over to take it from her the moment she steps through the door.
Thank you, Code. There's more coming. Let me go get it.
Monica heads back out as I carry the tray towards the table. When she returns with the drinks, she addresses the group.
Okay, everyone, breakfast is ready.
We all get a plate and, after serving ourselves, eat around the table in silence. You can cut the tension with a butter knife. Yaya remains silent, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Sayori steals glances over at her worriedly every so often, but doesn't say anything. Meiji and I exchange a few glances before he rubs Sayori's back. Monica, who took a seat very close to me, enough so that our legs are touching, looks sternly at me. Suddenly, I reach down and squeeze her hand before going back to eating. This calms her down enough to soften her demeanor a little. Eventually, we're all finished. As we're cleaning up the dishes, Monica speaks up.
Okay, everyone, I think we should plan for today.
We definitely should plan. Yes. So Mori's gonna join the literature club. and gonna help keep an eye on things there. What are we gonna have Yai do? I guess just keep her eyes open around the rest of the school? I mean, she is the kind of person who has documents on basically every student. She would be the kind of person who would exceed in keeping tabs on everyone, due to her goons and everything. So I guess she should just keep doing what she's been doing in terms of keeping tabs on everyone. Just keep us informed while she's at it of any interesting changes. That's all we can ask for, I guess. And maybe bully a few people a bit less. That would be appreciated. But not too much less, because otherwise that would be suspicious and people would question why she suddenly changed. But try to keep the bullying to as much of a minimum as possible, without breaking character.
Plan for what, though? How we want to go? We already know we're gonna be talking to CodeErr, but what else?
Mori's hopefully going to join the literature club in order to try and keep an eye on the other two along with Monica. Is there anything else we're missing, Monica? Is the club sharing poems this week like they did last week?
Somehow we still are.
That's not a good sign. I'm guessing Mori's sudden presence triggered flags?
That seems to be the case. I wasn't the one to mention poetry sharing, though. It was Yuri's idea this time.
Makes sense, because Yuri would be next in line for club presidency. With Sayori not being there, Yuri steps up to vice president. And with the president not suggesting the gameplay mechanic, I guess the vice president would pull through to add it instead. Silence falls among us, the mood is tense. Okay, how the hell did that happen when Code and I didn't show up?
That might have been my fault. I still had Natsuki's old poem with me. I tried sneaking it back into her bag when she caught me and pretty much demanded to know what I was doing. I had to answer. So what? What's wrong with that? It means that Yuri might go full crazy mode, right, Code?
I nod slowly. Yuri becomes more unhinged during this part of the actual game. I was hoping to avoid following the events of the game this time around so we could try and avoid what happens to Yuri and Natsuki. Once more, silence falls as the five of us look at each other. Yaya looks more confused than the rest of us, but I'm not surprised. It's not like she's had the benefit of an epiphany like Monica or time to process it like Meiji or Sayori.
You lost me.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Once more I explain, in more detail, what happens during the events of the original game's Act 2. As I continue the explanation, I see her eyes widen in fear.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
No, seriously, what the actual hell? What kind of sick, twisted game is that?
The kind that receives tons of downloads and a fan base about 1 million strong.
Wow. I'll be honest, I'm still skeptical.
Meiji was too, in the beginning.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have 2 horrid sets of memories in his subconscious.
For the record, I do now. I haven't forgotten what you've done in this timeline too, you know.
Oh.
Meiji, that's enough for now. Since when did I go from berating Yaya to defending her? No, it isn't defending her, it's just that we don't have time for this. Though we will have to talk about everything she's done at some point. We need to focus on the task at hand. You wanna fight? Do that later when everyone is guaranteed safe. Got it? Okay, everyone? Does that sound good? I hate encouraging them to look forward to a fight, but even so, the mission has to come first. Monica frowns and Yaya looks nervous.
You should focus more on making sure the others are safe, yes. This seriously sucks. At least give me some time to think it over.
We don't have the luxury of time. It's Wednesday already. We only have 2 more days until, in the game, Yuri stabs herself to death. Her eyes go wide with horror, and she doesn't say any more. I rub my eyes tiredly. We should approach CodeErr today, if at all possible, and as soon as we see her. Fuck schoolwork for now. This is much more important. Skip class if you have to. Feign illness. Pretty easy in my case. Right, that's true. Damn, I've got to be careful. Since I'll be in Meiji's body, I might not be as able to run around and help, but I'll do my best.
Code, please don't push yourself at Meiji. Yaya-chan is great at finding people, I promise. Oh, look, if you want, I can get my people to search for her.
My instant glare is enough to make her go quiet.
Never mind.
Damn, cool down, be the adult one. It's gonna have to be you alone. If CodeErr sees your goons looking, she may bolt.
Right. Leave it to the two of us, okay?
Are you sure? I can bear it, believe me.
If you do go, I want you both to promise you won't strain yourselves. No running, okay, Code?
I nod in agreement. Suddenly an idea comes to my head. Hey, is the old school building used normally during the school day, like it was last week for our art class?
No, they normally use it after school for club activities.
Perfect, let's meet there when we find CodeErr. Everyone nods in agreement. Perfect. Also in regards to Yuri and Natsuki, I think, now that Mori knows, we can ask for her help as well. Although with the way she was acting yesterday, she might not want to.
I can talk to her with her about that. And if she doesn't want to, I'll handle the two by myself.
With that, the mood shifts. Monika and Sawyer begin gathering the now empty dishes. After a while, Yai reluctantly begins to help. Alright, we have a plan. We can do this, hopefully. There is one problem, and that's a problem that's not related to the game. Just like last week, I'm already starting to feel a bit off. I said it earlier in the stream. But wow. I am slightly dizzy. In fact, I'm gonna drink something real quick. And I'm also very sweaty. Now I know it's very hot, but I'm more sweaty than usual, even for this heat. Like, yeah, I sweat more because it's so hot recently, but even by those standards, I'm just dying right now. Maybe I'm getting sick as well. Please don't tell me I'm pulling a Meiji here. God, I hope not. But yeah, I would appreciate it if you would not, if you in chat, I do like you getting up to your shenanigans, but try not to mess with me too much today, maybe. I'd appreciate that. Well, let's just try having fun with this game as much as we can. Just breathe and progress. Meiji and I both stand and walk towards the door, stopping shy of the threshold. I'd really hate to get sick now, because I've planned to stream the entire week. Would really suck if I'd have to cancel that plan. Monika insists we stay until she's come back. I hear the rustling of dishes, and soon Monika returns, followed by Yai.
Okay, you ready to step through?
No, not really. Simultaneously, we both step through. And there we go. As we do, we merge again. Monika reaches out and catches me. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Yai start to move forward to help, but stops and moves away.
Code Meiji! You feeling alright?
I slowly stand up and take stock of how Meiji's body is currently feeling. Doesn't feel any better than yesterday, but on the plus side, it doesn't feel any worse. Meiji, does your family have any masks? We should probably wear one. I have one in my bedroom. What do you mean, does it have any masks? You were wearing one yesterday! We literally put on a mask the day before for our evening, our evening excursion. Why are you asking now if they have any? You know they do. Oh well. Yeah, I'm okay. I just need to get Meiji's mask.
I'll get it for you. Where is it?
In my dresser, the bottom drawer on the far left. Maya quickly rushes off.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Meiji still looks terrible.
It's not any worse than yesterday. I'll be careful today to the best of my ability.
Alright. Well, I get back to watching the computer.
Just be sure to take breaks if you need them. We don't want you having a burnout.
I will, I promise.
Sayori leaves and takes a seat back at the computer. That leaves Yaya and I alone in the hallway. Great. Gotta love being alone with the worst character in the entire building right now.
I'll go wait in the living room.
She slides past me quickly and heads down the hall. I walk behind her, but make my way towards the kitchen. I sit down at the table and lay my head down, closing my eyes a bit. After a minute or two, I hear someone walking in. A cool hand presses against my forehead.
You're not feverish, at least.
Looking relieved, she hands me a few disposable face masks, which I take and place in my pockets. Save for one, which I put on my face.
Hey, where's Kawahashi?
Kawashi, Yae. Yae. It's Yae. Sorry for the silence, I just needed a second to breathe again. Man, I'm really a bit under the weather currently. She's in the living room, waiting. You ready to go?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Leaning in, she briefly kisses my cheek. Yes, let's go.
Sorry about that, Meiji.
It's cool. Well, let's get going. Sayori, we're off.
Have a good day, you guys.
Same to you. Stay safe. And with that, I grab umbrellas for us and open the door. The moment we step into the street, I immediately realize my mistake at leaving at the same time. A small group of students see us exiting Jesus Gate. Damn. Damn it, this isn't what we needed. The school rumor mill is gonna be exploding by the end of the day. Someone like Meiji hang out with a school idol and school... slut.
I know who I am. Who I am?
Yeah, it trails off, glancing back at Meiji's house for a brief moment before looking off into the distance. I feel my fist clench. Calm the hell down, me. You know what she's been through. Who she... damn it all. Is this how it's always gonna be? Her and I bickering until the end of time? Yes. I swear this girl... Yeah, it turns to look into her... excuse me? I swear this girl even... Yeah, it turns and I look into her eyes. In that moment, I see the eyes of a girl. Not a monster. Not an enemy. Just a girl. Just Yae. A girl who is terrified. A girl who has suffered more torment than all others. A girl whose body was taken away from her by a monster. In both timelines. I take a quick involuntary breath. For the first time in this cursed world, I see Yae Kawahashi.
What's wrong?
The fear in her eyes only increases as she speaks. Enough of this. To hell with the consequences. I step towards Yae, all hatred and malice gone from my mind for the time being. I place my hand on her shoulder and look into her eyes.
What are you... No, stop. Please don't hurt...
Yae. Damn, of course you would think we're gonna hurt her. We've not exactly been kind to her. My calm, low voice shocks her out of her panic. I don't think she has ever heard my voice like this. Please listen to me. You can ignore me, yell at me, and never listen to another word I have to say again. But please just remember this. I take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in, my mind clear. No matter what happens, no matter what we face in this hell we live in, you will always be safe with me. I stare into her eyes, the world fading away around me as I look at the girl in front of me.
There is no way I would... I can't. I can't... No.
Her eyes are locked with mine. They appear to scream in desperation, looking for even an ounce of truth in my words. This might be one of the stupidest things I've ever done, but it's now or never. I place my other hand on her remaining shoulder and muster in the nicest voice I can manage. Why is that worse? Why is it twice in one sentence? Twice in one sentence! It's like the game knows what it's doing and is tormenting me. You are nobody's princess.
Nobody's princess.
And there she goes crying. Is that time for a CG? Is that the fade to black into a CG? No? Just fade to black? All at once, Yaya throws herself into me, crying at the top of her lungs. She wails and wails, clutching me tightly like I'm the last person on Earth. I wrap my arms around her and let her cry, the full weight of the previous day finally shattering her hard exterior. I just stand there, holding the girl in front of me for as long as she needs. After a while, her cries begin to slow, and shortly after she looks up at me. Her eyes are red and puffy, but they have a warmth to them I have never seen before.
Code.
Her breathing steadies and her arms relax. She looks down and seems to notice the situation she is now in. She quickly shoves me away and wipes her tears away, her hard shell clamping back down around her. But it looks different now. Yes?
I barely know you, but if what you said is true, then I guess we'll be getting to know each other more.
A small smile reaches my lips. We still have a long way to go, but this is a better start than any. Yes, we will. I look around, the world coming back into focus, and notice Monica looking at us. She looks incredibly worried, but conflicted. Damn it, she saw the whole thing. I hope she doesn't get the wrong idea about this. Monica, please, please, we're in a committed relationship now. Don't consider me cheering up someone else as me cheating on you.
Oh, that was...
Before she can continue, I notice a blonde girl with makeup on looking at us from across the street. Wearing a Sakura Academy uniform. Wait. Did Act 2 twist it the other way around? Where Kozue starts off as a bully victim and then turns into a Gyaru who bullies other people? Is Kozue the Gyaru now? Crap, someone saw. The two girls follow my gaze and see the blonde girl running away before disappearing behind a building. Well, there is nothing stopping the rumor train now. Damn it all! I look back at Monica and Yaya, both with defeated looks on their faces. Let's just head to school. The two nod and we continued our walk in silence. Damn it. This is not a good start to the day. The three of us keep on walking for a while. Monica leans over and whispers in my ear, her voice conflicted mix of praising and stirring.
I'm proud of you, Code, for what you did back there, no matter who saw.
I look back at Monica, her expression tells me that she's still uncertain, but I know she's also being genuine. I reach down and touch her pinky finger of mine, briefly intermingling the two. Thank you. Before either of us can say anything, we hear the sound of someone running up to us. A panting and breathless Mori suddenly slides in beside us.
I'm so sorry. But I couldn't get out of bed today.
Monica looks concerned. Damn it, she's really pulling a Sayori this time around.
You sure you're okay? I'll be fine, but we should get to school.
Yeah, we should. But let's make it look like we're heading there on our own, split apart a bit. We all go silent as the four of us make our way down the hill to school. None of us says a thing as we make our way to school. As we each make our way to the schoolyard, we all exchange brief looks before heading our separate ways. This feels like a scene out of some sort of spy movie. I make my way inside. After getting to Mage's classroom, I look around for Kozue. Nothing. She's not here again. Damn it! Here's hoping she comes in later today. And if she doesn't? I don't know. We may have some new problems now. I look around the room, wondering how far any rumor about Meiji and the two girls has spread. Fortunately, looks like no one else has any clue yet. Mori walks over to me.
I can call you Meiji here, right?
Please, if only to keep my cover from being blown right now.
Right. You look worried.
Yeah, I can't afford not to be. Kozu isn't here yet, and I really wanted to talk to her.
I haven't heard anything. If I do, I'll let you know.
Thanks. Well, I've got some time before class starts. I'm gonna try and grab some orange juice from the vending machines.
Be safe, okay?
I will. When I get to the vending machines, I'm surprised by how crowded they are this morning. Looking at Meiji's phone, I see I don't have time to wait around for one to open up. There are other vending machines available, you know. Really? Where? I'll show you. Meiji tells me where to go. We arrive quickly. I'm not even remotely surprised to see a short, blonde-haired tsundere bent over at the machine trying to retrieve coins again. Fancy meeting you here. Ah! Once more, I startle her, and she quickly stands up, brushing her skirt down.
Who said... Oh, it's you?
We must stop meeting like this.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so she's not in the mood for any jokes. Yeah, those were probably in bad taste. I randomly remember my Christmas dream and all of the fun little insults her dream self and I threw at each other. Yeah, I should probably lay off on those for now. Need help with something? I don't mind. I'm serious, did you drop something again? Before she can even answer, I bend down and look beneath the machine. I see a few dust-covered coins, which I quickly retrieve. Counting them this time, I only find about 55 yen. Not enough for half of these drinks. What insults towards Natsuki? I don't know, I never saw the dream sequence that he's mentioning. We never got to actually see the dream sequence. Which is sad. Very sad. I kick player's ass. Why? Joking insults, throwing joking insults around with the tsundere. That's just how we interact with her. I hand them to Natsuki, who snatches them away quickly. Thanks? No worries. What were you hoping to get?
None of your business, okay?
Whoa, she's extra pissed today. I just hope nothing major happened between her and her dad. Slowly turning back to the machine, I look through to find that this machine has a few energy drinks, two being energy aid. Remembering what she said last time, I quickly purchased one of each flavor the machine has for her. Here you are. With a hesitant look in her eyes, she reaches over and grabs the bottles, stuffing them in her bag.
Don't think this means I'm gonna be part of that harem you're forming, okay?
Was Natsuki the one who saw us in the morning and ran away? Because we just know there was someone blonde wearing the school uniform. We didn't get a good look at them. Was it Natsuki who saw? In which case, here's hoping that she will not spread the rumors. Natsuki, please be a kind person and not spread any stupid rumors around the school. I would really appreciate that. Also, to further elaborate, it is not what you're thinking. Yeah, now, hentai protagonist. I gotta get the hentai protagonist haircut. No other choice. My what? If I have a chance to ask what she means, she rushes off back to her classroom. I quickly buy a couple bottles of the only orange juice I can find and make my way back to class. Embrace it. I shall embrace it as soon as I can figure out how to properly get the the hentai protagonist hair. I need it. What did she mean by that? She's the blonde who saw. She's the one who saw us. The rumors must have spread already. Either that or she is the one who saw. Damn it. My thoughts exactly, but we don't have time to correct the entire school. Besides, if we deny it, it'll look suspicious. Yeah, I guess so. I return to the classroom minutes before the bell rings. Before I have a chance to sit down, Mori comes almost storming over to me. Yeah.
You didn't tell me you left the house at the same time. You didn't think to wait until the coast was clear, or at least left one at a time?
She keeps her voice to a whisper, but it's clear in her tone that she's pissed.
And what's this about?
Mori cuts herself off and hesitates for a moment, then continues in a slightly softer voice.
What happened with Kawahashi?
I sigh, thinking back to the event that happened only a short while ago. I realized how much of a cowardly asshole I was being.
What do you mean?
I quickly relay the details of what happened with Yae. When I finish, Mori looks to the floor with a forlorn look on her face. I guess she didn't think about Yae's situation like that either. I'm not sorry for what I did. She needed to hear it from a place of honesty, not...
I agree, but you could have brought her back into the house at the very least. Now things are even more complicated for you and me too.
I stare at Mori, who's glaring angrily at me. That's so simple. How did I not think of that? I didn't think about that.
Exactly, you didn't think.
I have a habit of not thinking. I look down sadly. She's right. I didn't think. I just acted on impulse. Mori immediately looks away, a guilty expression on her face. Basically, cut IRL. Yeah. Thinking is overrated anyway.
I shouldn't have snapped at you like that. You did the right thing. I'm just still a bit on edge after yesterday's little epiphany. I hardly slept last night.
I can't really blame you. Anyone wouldn't have been able to sleep with that kind of realization.
So I should...
No. You're right. I wasn't thinking at all. I'll try and come up with an explanation. In the meantime, I've got to spend time during the day hoping that CodeErr shows up.
She sometimes comes to school but doesn't show up to class. She's got a few hangouts where she spends her time.
Like where?
The old schoolhouse behind the new buildings. Maybe even near the gym. That's where I've seen her anyway.
Right. Well, looks like Kawahashi and Monica will be looking around those places during the day. Mori looks a bit uncomfortable when I mention Yae's name again. I made a promise to her. I can't abandon her like everyone else in this world has. Not after... I trail off, images of the alley and Yae's crying searing themselves into my mind. She might have hurt us in the past, but I was a fool for thinking that someone in this game was so one-dimensional. Yeah, I know, right? At least someone attending the school. As for that uncle, as for it, that is definitely a one-dimensional being. Explain to the rest of the school, I fixed the slut. He said I can fix her, and so I did. When I say I can fix her, I mean it. If I had just talked to her, if I hadn't written her off as just a bully then.
Worrying about the past won't change anything.
Wait, did she know what I was thinking? I blink and reach up to my eyes, realizing they are still damp. Oh.
Or you can't forget what she did in the past to everyone. We just have a better understanding now.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on her. We may not trust her yet, but she still has to answer for her actions. But I will keep her away from that monster.
Yeah, understood.
Just then the bell chimes and the students start heading to their desks.
Just let me know if you're leaving, okay? When you're leaving, okay?
Will do. Mora heads back to her desk and sits down. We both receive a few glances, but I ignore them. Meiji speaks up just then. Oh? What is it, Meiji? Hey, Code? What's up? I didn't know what to say about Kawahashi this morning, but... You did good, man. Thanks, Meiji. No problem, but my priority is keeping Sayori safe, though. I understand, but I have a feeling Yae will be more amenable from now on. I can't trust her yet, but I do trust you, so I'll take your word for it. At this, the teacher walks in and the day begins. Alright, let's get to lunch break, shall we? 2 classes pass and I decide to make my move. With a small break between classes, I slowly stand and pull out Meiji's phone. As I walk out into the hallway, I shoot off a text to Monica. Meet me in front of the vending machine near the stairs. I get a quick reply a few minutes later.
One being repaired?
That's the one.
Can't be that soon.
I close the phone and make my way as fast as I can down the hallway. I reach the staircase and sit down on the stairs, sighing as I lean my back against the wall. What a day to be sick. I wish my body wasn't as weak as it is. Then maybe I wouldn't have gotten sick. It's alright, we'll push through. I clear my throat and decide to give Mage's voice a rest. I'm just glad it looks like the machine is working. Pull out the orange juice I have in Mage's pocket and drink quickly. Me too. Any ideas what might have caused it? Remember Monday? We did get a bit wet on our walk. Yeah, but last week Yuri said getting wet doesn't contribute to being sick. We could have caught it from Yuri's mom, she was coughing. Although that could have been from whatever cancer treatment she's been getting. Either way, it seriously sucks. Agreed. I know, man, I know. Just then I hear 2 pairs of footsteps approaching. Monica and Yael both walk up quickly. Oh, Yael's here too. Monica approaches me and feels my forehead briefly.
Not fever yet, but you still look miserable.
I feel it. I clear my throat again. CodeErr didn't show up again today, or at least she hasn't shown up yet. But judging from the looks on your face, that's not your only worry.
Not really.
Let me guess, rumors going wild?
Pretty much. Good job there, But I shouldn't
don't apologize for that.
I shouldn't have lost my...
Don't apologize for that. I say that forcefully, but without any anger behind it. Things are different now, aren't they? But now isn't the time.
Right.
We can deal with the rumors later, but for now, we have to find CodeErr. Mori gave me some useful information earlier about some of CodeErr's known hiding spots.
I know those spots and a few more. And those were? Here was actually a recent one, but was also a spot under the bleachers outside. The theater room was another spot, same with the pool.
Okay, so old schoolhouse, theater room, pool. Behind the newer buildings, the gym, this spot, and the outdoor bleachers. Anything else?
Not that she told me.
Alright, we're skipping class to look in those places and anywhere else we can think of. Kawashi, take the northern side of the school. Monica, take the southern side. I'll look around outside.
No, you won't. We promised that Yuri would take care of Meiji, and we're gonna do just that. I'll take the outside.
Right. Sounds good. Meet back here when you're finished. Text if you find something. So saying, we all head off to search. Alright, let's split up, gang. Progress for me is slow since I take a few brief breaks to catch my breath. I'm pushing Meiji's body more than is probably good for him, but he doesn't complain. In fact, he's encouraging me to work harder since this is more important than a cold. Despite the search, which I think I did rather well with, I don't find any signs of CodeErr. I trudge back to the meeting place, sapped of any kind of motivation to continue as I collapse against the wall, sliding down and wrapping my arms around my knees. Code? That was counterproductive. It's alright, maybe someone else found her. Maybe. I pull out Meiji's phone, but see no notifications on the front screen. I put it away. Utter exhaustion comes over me. The constant hum of the vending machine and the nearby sound of the AC is soothing to me, a constant background noise. I start to feel myself nodding off. Just then I hear footsteps approaching. I open my eyes. Yara is standing over me, looking down curiously.
Hey, find anything?
I slowly shake my head. Frowning, she leans against the wall opposite me.
She could be home, you know.
Maybe.
Why are you so eager to see her anyway?
She's acting pretty suspicious. In this timeline, did she have the blonde hair and contacts last week?
She did, yeah.
Not surprised, I remember Mori saying something about it too on Monday, but I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so there's either something going on, or I'm jumping to conclusions. Just then Monica walks up. She sits next to me and leans against the wall, sighing heavily. Let me guess. No luck either? Damn it. She shakes her head.
I looked in any place I could think of, but no luck.
We all go silent at that. So, what? Are we giving up now? No, I think we should try again later. Maybe after... Well, there she is. What the hell? Now I gotta remember what I did for Kozue. From up the stairs, I see a very irate-looking Kozue storming down and barging in between Yae and Monika, her gaze directed at me. I love this music. It's such a fun track.
So this is where you've been hiding, you bastard. You look pretty cozy with those two.
I quickly stand, as does Monika. Damn, where'd this hostility come from? Unless...
So the rumors were true, you two-timing fuck?
Yeah, damn it. I'm sorry, what?
Elf Kawahashi of all people? This STD-ridden slut? Asano-san, I can understand. She's the school idol and every male student's wet dream. But this giraffe-necked bitch?
Alright. I see your point. I see your point. And you are spitting some truth. But this is not what you think it is, Kozue. Wow. I've never seen her this pissed. Not even last Monday. Kozue, it isn't like... Damn it, I shouldn't have been on the...
Kozue, what, are you planning on making me part of your harem too?
I mean, yeah, it is fair. And now we just randomly addressed her by first name, on a first name basis. Out of the blue. You don't do that. You don't do that in Japan. You don't just randomly address someone on a first name basis out of nowhere. It's sadly not what you think. What about that is sadly, Rob? Would you want to be the two-timing fucker? I didn't know that. Well, now you do. In Japan, unless you're close friends with someone. So unless you're close friends with someone, or like obviously in a relationship, you always use last name. You always use last names to address people. Exceptions are close friends and other and romantic relationships. Then yeah, then it's first name basis. Now you know. Despite this part of the school being relatively isolated, thanks to the stairs being done, I can see a crowd beginning to form nearby. Fine, Tani-san, that's not what happened.
Fuck that, you damn liar.
Tani, if you'll just calm down, I can explain.
Is this how you get revenge on me, huh, for all the times I picked on you? You and Sayori?
What the hell? How does she remember? I don't know. She does remember.
Did you make a deal with Chiba to pay off all the students to conveniently forget that Sayori exists?
She fully does. It all makes sense now. We had our suspicions when she randomly showed up outside Sayori's house. We had our suspicions when that happened. But this confirms it. She does remember. She remembers last week. But damn, she's very pissed right now. Oh, hi, Benjamboy. No female MC here. No femc, sadly.
You make a deal with Chiba to pay off all the students who can really forget that Sayori exists? People around here are claiming not to know who she is. Is this some kind of joke? I'm not laughing, alright?
I stiffen and stand up straighter, focusing my attention solely on Kozue. That sprite is femc? Is that really the sprite used for femc? Interesting, good to know then. But it is not femc in this. You want answers? You want the truth. I feel my own anger rising once more. Monika, yeah, follow me. I grab Kozue's wrist, not even attempting to be nice now. Follow me, Kozue, now. I drag her outside. I yank her into one of the hallways of the old school building, and only when I'm sure we're alone do I let her go. Dan! With the streak, too. How's it going? Spoilers. No, I'm here. I appreciate you being here, although you won't hear my appreciation. But hi, hello. Now I will leave. Thanks for saying hi to you as well, Deadly. See you around. And I will try to have a good stream to the best of my ability. Then Femc is pretty hot. I mean, so is MC, obviously. MC is best girl. Femc, obviously just being another MC, has to be gorgeous. Monika and Yaya stand beside me, somber expressions on their faces. Kozue is looking at me with an enraged look as she rubs her wrist. Damn, I must have been too rough with her. I take a few deep breaths to calm myself down. You want to know the truth. It's pretty damn obvious here you're sleeping with these two. No, I'm not. Then explain why you left someone else's house with those two.
Wait for me.
From the front entrance, a breathless Mori rushes in, panting heavily and slightly wet from running in the rain.
Is everything okay in here?
Well. Looks like you somehow managed to rope even Fujiwara-san into your little fuck buddy system then.
Yes, I appreciate my fuck buddy system I got going on. I mean, what? Well, I am sleeping with Monika, that much is true.
Shut the fuck up for once in your life and listen.
Everyone goes silent, Yaya's sudden furious outburst.
If you're gonna go around making stupid accusations like that, you better have the evidence to back it up.
Kozue looks at Yaya shocked.
What the fuck? I have all the evidence I need. You'd never associate yourself with someone like Chizu here. Isn't he too far beneath you?
That has nothing to do with it.
Is that so? Didn't you tell me that I'm gonna collect all the dumbass boys in the school before graduation?
Kozue, that's not...
Don't you dare call me Kozue, you fucking...
Enough! I slam my fist against the wall. See sprites on Discord? I'll have a quick look to confirm, but I don't doubt it. You right. I slam my fist against the wall. I thankfully managed to get everyone's attention with that. Kozue looks around now in fear. Oh, what's that? I quickly retrieve Meiji's cell phone. You want the truth? Here. Let me call someone who can explain it to you. I quickly dial and thrust the phone into Kozue's hand. Here, they'll answer fast. While Kozue holds the receiver to her ear trembling, I feel my strength waning and I collapse against the nearby wall.
Code.
Monika rushes over and sits next to me, arms immediately around me and her hand on my forehead.
You should be resting, not dealing with this.
It's fine. No one here has the luxury to rest yet. I look up at her. Do you have your key?
Huh? Yeah, I do.
Open the door. Kozue needs to see this for herself. Monika instead stands and motions Mori over.
Mori, could you open the doors to the space classroom?
She quickly explains what to do. Mori looks a bit hesitant but takes the pen and walks over to a closet, to a closed door. Monika returns to my side, looking me over worriedly. Yaya walks up.
You feeling okay there?
I'll be fine.
If you say so.
I hear the telltale static of a door dissolving into a space classroom entrance. Kozue is already looking astonished at the phone, looks terrified at what she's seeing. She gingerly approaches the door. Kozue slowly approaches, but I call out. Don't cross the threshold, it's dangerous. Kozue stops and steps back. Sayori finally steps into view.
Sayori?
Hello, Kozue-chan.
Is she gonna point out the mark on her neck? I don't understand. What's going on? Why is everyone at the school acting like you don't? Her gaze falls on Sayori's neck wound. There it is. Oh, fuck, Sayori, what happened to you?
It's a long story, Kozu-chan.
Since we're skipping class already, we might as well explain.
You shouldn't be saying anything, Code, alright? You should be giving Meiji's voice a rest.
Sayori, what the hell's going on? I try and stand, intent on showing her what happens when I go through the door, but I feel Monika's strong grip stop me.
No, stay there. You can't put any more stress on Meiji's body than you ought to already have.
I slowly lean back against the wall.
I know you have a lot of questions right now, Kozu-chan, but please listen to me first, okay?
Alright.
Thank you. Monika, could you help me explain? I can try.
And the explanations began. Monika and Sayori do their best to explain, while Kozue stands there dumbfounded. Yaya stands next to me, hands behind her back and leaning against the wall, looking out the window at the rainy landscape outside. All Meiji and I can do is sit and listen. All the while, I can see Kozue's face growing more and more horrified as Monika and Sayori once more relay the events of Doki Doki Literature Club to the unwilling new secret bearer. I can't believe it. We have 3 people involved who are not even part of the club. Meanwhile, Yuri and Natsuki still don't know. I feel like at the very least Natsuki should know. We know that in the original game, during Act 2, Natsuki was trying very, very hard to look out for Yuri. Natsuki was trying her best to help out. If that's anything to go by, then I feel like we should involve Natsuki in this. Right? Please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks it would be best to involve her. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Like, it just feels reasonable, knowing what we know about Act 2 of DDLC. Oh well. I'm so focused on how Kozo is reacting that I almost missed Meiji's question. Huh? What did you ask? It wasn't a question. We can't keep telling new people about this. We didn't have a choice. Yaya started making the world fall apart and Kozo remembers last week. I guess. Why is Tani immune to the reset? Has to be her character file, but I have no idea why it's like that. Do you have any theories? I've got nothing. It's completely unique, even compared to my file, which is locked behind a username and password. Right. He retreats into thoughtful silence as Sayori and Monika reach the conclusion of the, by now, practiced speech.
So, that's the truth. I have a hard time believing it myself sometimes, but look.
She rubs her neck.
If anything, this is proof of what happened last week, that what happened last week was real and not some dream.
More like a nightmare. Give me a minute. She leans against the wall next to the door and takes a few deep breaths. Surprisingly, Yai moves forward. Silently, she hands Kozue a small plastic water bottle, which Kozue grabs and gulps down greedily. Finally, she takes a deep breath. She faces us with a serious look. You might not believe me when I say this, but I believe you.
Wait, you do?
Yes. I mean, if the view Sayori has wasn't enough, what happened on the day of the festival convinces me. We all have our focus on Kozue now, eyes wide with worry mixed with morbid curiosity.
Kozu-chan, what happened?
Well, it's pretty freaky. She begins her story. I couldn't sleep Sunday night, like at all. I couldn't stop thinking about trying to find a proper way to make things up to Sayori, to Chizu-san, and everyone else. I know I haven't been exactly a role model student, but everyone I hurt, I couldn't forgive myself. It was too much. I need to be better. I couldn't be like her anymore. Yaya looks at Kozue with disdain, about to say something back, but she falters. I see a flash of that same dread in her eyes from this morning, then it vanishes, a defeated look replacing her ire. Well, she is the person who made Kozue into a Gyaru bully. Kozue continues. My alarm shook me out of my thoughts. I had stayed up all night. I made up my mind. I was going to Sayori's house and walk her to school, and Sayori smiles brightly at CodeErr, which doesn't make her nervousness any better. On my way there, something started happening to everything around me. CodeErr begins to shudder, fear gripping her eyes. The ground, the sky, the trees, the houses. They all started ripping themselves apart, like some sort of fucked up, broken video game, which is exactly what it was. Wait, she saw the world glitching as well, like me and Monica? Everyone goes still, and Monica and I exchange a terrified glance. I could even sense fear coming from Meiji. I tried rubbing my eyes, thinking I was just hallucinating from lack of sleep, you know? She starts breathing faster, her eyes betraying the strong face she's putting on. After a moment, she regains her composure and continues. I ran as fast as I could towards your house, but then you two were there and running like hell into her house. CodeErr points at me and Monica. I tried yelling at you to get your attention, but the sound that came out sounded like shattering glass and the fucking screams of the damned. I felt like I was kicked in the, everything, and slammed my face into the pavement. Next thing I know, I was in my room again in bed. My head didn't even hurt. I felt like I slept well too. I started panicking and checked my phone, and it was Monday again. Last Monday at midnight. And that's when things got even weirder.
Weirder than the world disintegrating around you.
I see CodeErr glare slightly at Yae. Yes, Kawahashi, even weirder.
What happened?
Well, when I went to the bathroom to splash some water on my face, I saw I still had my blonde hair. Before you say anything about that, Kawahashi, that was weird to me because I'm pretty sure that I wasn't dreaming or having a nightmare. I know what my dreams are like, and last week was certainly no dream. I washed out my hair dye before I went back to bed. And when I got to school, everyone was acting more or less the same, but some were different. And no one knew Sayori. The rest of us take a few minutes to process all that CodeErr has told us.
Koizu-chan, I'm so sorry!
Sayori, you don't have to apologize. In fact, I should be apologizing to you for my behavior over the past couple of years. I turned my back on a good friend to try and fit in. And that wasn't cool of me. I see a brief look of guilt pass over Yae's face as well. She opens her mouth briefly, but then closes it.
I'm glad you told us all this. It could be very helpful. It could very well help us.
How? How the hell can what I've just told you help us escape this nightmare?
Oh, come on, Koze. You're pretty good with computers. I've seen your setup at home. I suck when it comes to computers, so I'm pretty useless here.
Wait! CodeErr is good with computers! Do we have someone to add to the programming squad with Monica and Sayori? In fact, if she's good with computers, could she even be better at handling that kind of stuff than Monica and Sayori at this point? If so, yes, that would be very, very, very helpful. Very helpful indeed. Bullshit. You and I both know what I use my computer for. So don't try and buddy up to me now, Kawahashi. I guess never mind that. CodeErr spits out Yae's last name like an arrow, venomous in tone. It's Mori who speaks up suddenly.
Okay, Tani-san, that's enough.
Fujiwara-san?
Don't you think there's more important things to worry about than some petty argument?
It's not petty,
In the grand scheme of things, this is pretty petty. Either make up now or save it for when we're out of this nightmare, okay?
Mori is panting angrily now. Monica walks over and places her hand on Mori's shoulder.
I think that's enough. We can be at each other's throats. We can't be at each other's throats here. Right.
CodeErr and Yae look at each other. CodeErr with a frown and Yae with a nervous glance.
Is it okay if we talk?
Fine, let's talk, but in here. She walks over to another door and slides it open hard. The two girls walk in, leaving me, Monica, Mori, and Sayori in the hallway.
Do you think they'll be alright? Want me to go in there and referee?
I wouldn't. Just let them be for now. They both need this. Despite being an old building, I can barely hear their fight. There. I pick up bits and pieces here and there, but that's about it. CodeErr sounds rightfully pissed, and Yaya is the one more on the defensive. At one point I hear Yaya sound like she's on the verge of crying, but she doesn't break down. Nothing like this morning. We don't know what else to do, so we just sit there and wait. The building creaking and groaning slightly around us as it settles. 20 or so minutes later, CodeErr and Yaya return. CodeErr looks a bit less angry now, and Yaya looks sad, but less so than I was expecting. Just then I hear the distant bell, and I remember something from the previous week. Shit. Art class.
Huh? What about it?
Last week on this Wednesday, the art teacher was sick, so we had art class in this building.
But last time we were on the second floor. Right now we're on the first.
I feel relief wash over me. Right. That's right.
Even so, shouldn't we scatter? What if it's different this time?
CodeErr sighs. I doubt very much that it'll come to that. No, she has a point. We can't be too careful. I'll go look. No, I'll go. No one will be surprised if they see me. Before I can object, she quietly runs past me towards the entrance. We all watch her go, then Sayori speaks up.
She needs a hug!
I mean, fair, she had half a week of feeling like she was going crazy. Damn. She isn't the only one. I look over at Yai, who looks away.
If you think for one moment I'll be accepting a hug from you, forget it.
Mori pushes Yai towards the space classroom with enough force that she stumbles into Sayori's arms. You're gonna accept a hug from her, though. She stiffens, but when Sayori rubs her back, that's when the waterworks begin. She begins to cry. Slowly at first, only letting forth sobs and brief hiccups and gasps as tears roll down her face. She tries to rein in her tears, but Sayori's comforting hugs only seem to bring them out. CodeErr returns a bit later. I don't see anyone coming. She pauses when she sees the crying Yai. She starts to say something, but a glare from Mori shuts her up. Relenting, Mori walks over to CodeErr and, like Sayori, hugs the former Gyaru, who immediately lays her head on Mori's shoulder. Monica, who is now sitting next to me, watches this with hesitation. Monica, we're the only ones not hugging anyone at this moment. You wanna, like, you know, so everyone has someone to hug? I mean, it's just the two of us not hugging anyone. It feels like the appropriate course of action to fix that right now, you know?
I never thought I'd see these sides of the two of them.
I know, but they need this right now, and I'll take all the respite we can get. No, we're not in the classroom, in the sky. And now that they've talked it out, they'll be able to focus on the mission better than they would be if they were at each other's throats. Like this morning, I haven't really been mad at Yai since then, if you can believe it.
I guess.
This is for the best, trust me. What was it you said on Friday? We need to put hands to work, right? Monica smiles.
Don't tell the others, but that's another one of my catchphrases.
No promises, love. She leans against the wall, as do I. Major, you awake? Yeah, I'm still here. Something up? No, just want to make sure you hadn't passed out on me. Not yet, man, although I'll be honest. I just want to curl up in bed and forget the world ever existed. To be honest, same. And not just because I'm experiencing this cold with you. Sucks, doesn't it? You have no idea. Actually, he does have an idea. I hate this so much. Let's hope no one notices and sends us home. That's the last thing we need. Yeah, I get that. The two of us lapse into silence as I try not to fall asleep myself. Eventually, the sobs of both girls start slowing down. I open my eyes and see Yae and CodeErr have broken from their hugs and are wiping their tears. I slowly stand with Monika's help. You two gonna be okay? CodeErr and Yae exchange a now uncertain look. I think I'll be alright.
I've been worse, but Fujiwara's right, we have bigger problems.
I nod. One problem at a time, yeah? To my relief, everyone nods. Well, should we actually get back to our classes or stay here until lunch starts in... I look at Meiji's phone and am astonished to see that it's only 30 minutes until lunch. A half hour. There is silence for a bit, then CodeErr speaks up. I'd like to talk to to Yae some more, if that's okay. First name basis! That's progress. Sure, that's alright with me. How about you all? Mori, Monika, and Sayori all take a bit to think.
If it helps you reconcile, then I say go for it.
What she said!
We need to be as focused as we can be this week, so if you need to take the extra half hour to talk, go ahead.
Thank you.
Then, when we're both done, we'll see you at the cafeteria.
I quickly shake my head. No, I don't think that's a good idea. We shouldn't be seen at the school together by others. Kawahashi, when school is over, bring CodeErr to Meiji's house. I know where you live. Oh yeah, that's right. You were around Sayori's house on Monday. I was... Damn it, Code! Can't you keep track of which girl just had their reality shattered or not? Maybe Meiji's right. We need to be careful and not bring any more people in than necessary. Anyway, yeah, come on. CodeErr heads back into the next door classroom, Yae following her slowly. The remaining four of us look at each other. The silence is broken by Sayori's stomach growling suddenly. She looks away embarrassed. Hungry, eh?
Yeah, sorry.
You know, I'm getting hungry too, but I still gotta stream for another hour. At least some of the other issues have kind of calmed themselves down a little bit.
Sayori, is the door to Meiji's house still open? Yeah!
Mori looks back.
Meiji, can I use your kitchen to make Sayori something?
Please do. The moment I repeat this, Mori rushes into the space classroom and towards the other open door. Monika, Sayori, and I look at each other and chuckle softly. Wonder what she's making.
Want me to go ask?
If you want. Monika heads in after Mori, leaving me and Meiji alone with Sayori. When we're alone, Sayori's expression falters a bit. Sayori? This isn't good. Could the effect of the script be catching up to her? What's wrong? Oh, fuck me, that's a stupid question.
No, it isn't, Code. I guess the rain clouds are affecting me even when I'm trapped in here. The more I stare at the screen, watching Code looking for anything that might be wrong, the harder it is to concentrate. I just want to curl up in bed, cover myself with a blanket and pretend it's all a bad dream. Damn it, I just want to play too.
Damn, we've put a fuck ton of pressure on the poor bun, and it's getting to her. You need some breaks to keep your mind fresh. Meiji, any ideas? All I can think of is anime, games, and manga. That's what I use to decompress. I have no idea what she'd like. Maybe... Sayori?
Yes?
What would you like to do for fun while you're in there? Unfortunately, I can't bring the beach to you. She smiles a little, and I can feel Meiji smiling a bit.
Well, there's one thing, I guess. Something I've wanted to try out for a while now, and I think it can be done in here.
Lay it on me.
I'd like to try and read manga, watch anime, or play some games that you and Meiji like.
Well, color me shocked. Same, I never thought she'd ask that, considering how she's always on me about becoming a NEET. Are you sure about that?
Well, as Natsuki said, manga's literature. I want to see what Meiji likes, what he likes. I didn't really watch much anime or play many games growing up.
Sayori, you've been missing out.
I was more into cooking shows and those silly game shows.
Well, I doubt we can drag the TV in there, since it get pretty bad reception from a few 100 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Unless we do a little Ava to attach a satellite dish to the and pirate some TV. She giggles a bit, and so do the two of us. But I think we can help with the other things. Meiji has tons of manga and anime. Manga is easy to get to you. As for anime, that depends on whether the PC is there. The PC in there can play the discs, or even my laptop. The computer should play the anime DVDs. Fair enough. If we can get some anime discs to you, you can play them on the PC. I don't want to tempt fate with different technology interacting.
Oh,
But I do have anime from my world that you can watch too. How does that sound?
I'd like that a lot, thanks, you two.
You're welcome. What anime are we getting her to watch? Konosuba! Konosuba! It has to be Konosuba. It's one of the best shows out there, period. And it's very lighthearted. It's a comedy. She needs comedy. She needs something lighthearted. Konosuba would be perfect. Right? We can all agree. Anything for you. Konosuba is mid. Your opinion is mid. I decide to try and lift both their spirits with a little teasing. Meiji says anything for my dearest lover. I can almost hear Meiji sputtering in embarrassment as Sayori's face goes bead red. You are missing out, which is tragic. Relief washes over me as a genuine smile appears on Sayori's face.
He didn't really say that, did he?
No, but the sentiment is definitely there. For all his faults, Meiji is incredibly sappy when it comes to loving you.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Now it's Meiji's turn to inwardly blush. Yeah, with that face. Deadly wishes that face was directed at him right now. If only he were still here. Thanks, Sayori. When I repeat this to her, Sayori giggles.
Of course, Meiji, I love you.
I love you too.
Hey, what's going on in here?
Monica walks over to ask a curious expression on her face. Well, give me a totally legal site. Oh, I have a totally, quote-unquote, totally legal site that I watch anime on. Pokemon's your first try on stream. How tragic that is of me. Not much, just me teasing the loving couple again.
Right. Anyway, Sayori Mori found some macaroni and cheese for you, is that okay? Yeah, that sounds good!
Again, I'm already hungry enough. I still got to stream for at least 45 more minutes. Also, Monica?
Yes?
Could you do me another favor? Could you go up to Meiji's room and grab some anime discs and manga volumes so Sayori needs some breaks between staring at the screen all day? You know, watching anime is still staring at the screen, but sure.
I see.
Monica turns to Sayori and leans closer, peering into her eyes.
Sayori, why didn't you say that you needed a break? Well, because we need to be vigilant, right? Not at the expense of your mental health, though. I can't even begin to imagine how you're doing right now. I'll be right back, Meiji. Where do you keep your manga and anime?
I keep all my anime DVDs in one of those disc binders, and my manga is on the bookcase. Monica rushes back out. And she says her empathy stat is low.
She's too hard on herself.
I have a feeling that's a result of her childhood. Overachieving parents plus low self-esteem equals a fucking mess later in life.
I guess so. Hey, Code, do you have anything on your computer that I could watch?
Almost immediately, an anime comes to mind. An anime that would very much fit with Sayori's tastes and stories. The anime is Kimi no Todoke. You'd absolutely love it. Now that's one I don't think I've heard of. Kimi no Todoke. Is Todoke a name? I assume it might be a name, so you're Todoke? Because I can't think of what the translation for Todoke would be if it's not a name. World of Dreams? Yes, create a paradox, do it now.
I love the sound of that.
Just then, Monica comes back with a stack of manga.
Sorry, I didn't know what you'd like to read, so I just grabbed this random series.
Belonging to You Forever? Sounds like a rom-com. Damn it, I was hoping no one would find that one. I hit it so well. Apparently not well enough. I'm sorry, Meiji. Shika noko 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 koshitan-tan. You say that jokingly. But just for the memes, I have actually started watching it. The tragedy. I don't know, is episode 3 out by now? I watched the first 2 episodes. I think episode 3 is probably out already at this point. Already liked the JoJo reference for obvious reasons. Damn, I was hoping no one would find that. I hit it so well. Why, Meiji? This is new for you. I thought you'd be into isekai and action. No, not yet. Alright, guess we'll wait. Don't start. Aiko got this series for me on my birthday last year as a joke. She said, and I quote, maybe this'll help you charm your way into some girl's heart. And she also teased me, telling me that I should look more like him. I can't help it. I repeat his words. I burst out laughing as to say you're in Monica. Damn. The anime people call brain rot because it is brain rot. And that makes it fun. Sometimes my sister is worse than you people. Meiji sounds like he's pouting, but I can feel his spirit lifting a bit with the breaking of a bit of tension. And yet you still have them, you old softy. Well, duh, I even read them just to please my dumb sister. I look at the cover again. Belonging to you forever. Let's look at the cover in its entirety. Volume 1, A Chance Encounter. Is this a real manga, by the way? Probably not. Oh, but damn, good on them for making this good old anime cover art here. I mean, I highly doubt it's a real one, considering they specifically pointed out that it's from within this fictional world, not from within our real world. So yeah. I look at the cover again. The male student on the cover is definitely handsome in a generic rom-com protagonist sort of way. The female student has best girl vibes coming from her, not gonna lie. Looking over the few other manga volumes, I noticed that one of the later volumes has an announcement on it reading anime adaptation coming summer 2017. Oh, they even made an adaptation of this? Also, hi Mia! Exception easy place instead. No. Imagine it lets you read it. I mean, we're already flipping through the pages, but I think we're just seeing, like, the initial page of the cover without title, then switch to black and white, and that's where it ends. We're not seeing any more pages than this. That would be fun. A 3-part anime movie series.
Well, did you watch it? Yes, tell us!
Yes. Oh dear god, I can't even. I collapse against the wall behind me, laughing my ass off. Sayori and Monica are beside themselves, holding each other as tears stream down their face in laughter. Then it becomes more serious when my laughter turns to coughs.
Code.
Monica rushes out of the space classroom and to my side. I chuckle as she supports my back. Yeah, I probably deserve that one. Revenge is sweet. Monica looks more worried now, but I put my hand over hers. Relax, I'm fine. I just got a little carried away is all. Rip Door and Walkman. I literally saw an image with this exact thing. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I mean, Noko-tan has that Dark Souls boss energy coming off her, apparently, sometimes. Like with her entrance. Which is specifically what people were referencing in chat. She relaxes a bit and helps me to my feet.
Okay, everyone, enough of the teasing for now. We should be getting more serious.
What's going on out here? Koza and Yaya walk out, both looking curiously at us. Nothing, I was just teasing Meiji. Anyway, are things okay now? Oh, they're completely okay now. Is that what you're expecting me to say? Of course things aren't okay. Clenching her fist, she turns back and glares angrily at her once best friend. Maybe I'll talk later, I still need to think this through. I meet up with you after school. Kozui glares, gives the eye a death glare as if saying they're not done yet. Which, you know, it's understandable. She leaves, storming off towards the entrance. Yaya watches her go, a saddened look on her face.
I tried talking to her to get her to focus on this first, and that she can kill me later. But she's still mad at me, and with some pretty solid reasons.
That's understandable, I get why she'd feel that way. I don't mean to sound cruel, but you have a lot more to make up for than she did.
I know, alright? I'm no fool. I'll see you both later.
Yaya begins storming off, looking pretty pissed. As she walks away, she briefly stops and turns.
Just keep an eye out for other students.
Why?
You know why? The blonde girl. Never mind.
Before she can say anything, she runs off. I turn back to Sayori and Monica, guilt washing over my face. I'm an idiot for thinking the rumors would only affect me. Sayori looks at me with a disapproving look in her eyes.
Don't say that. You did the right thing.
I know, but I could have brought her back into the house. We hadn't even started walking yet. And we'd only have one rumor to deal with. Then we'd only have one rumor to deal with.
Maybe, but even so.
I sigh. What's done is done. Right now, we don't have much more time before lunch starts. When we meet next, it'll be at Meiji's place. Got it? Both girls look serious again, and both nod. But at the very least, it looks like some tension has left their faces. Just then, I hear the door of the other end of the classroom open.
Everyone okay here? I just finished making Sayori's lunch.
Mori walks in with a steaming bowl of yellow macaroni.
Ah, thanks, Mori-chan.
Sayori grabs the bowl and begins eating. Again, I'm already hungry enough.
I brought you some soda to drink, too.
She holds out a bottle of melon soda. So, Monica, Sayori, and I exchange a small smile, which Mori sees.
What's with that look? Well,
We'll tell you later. For now, though, it's just about time for us to have our own lunch. Don't you agree, Monica?
right, yeah.
Also, I don't think we should sit together today. Yeah, is right. The rumors are spreading like a wildfire.
I had a feeling you'd say that, but I'm not gonna disagree. On the plus side, it'll give me and Mori a chance to talk. I'd like that, actually. Thanks. But it's not gonna be all fun talk, you know. I promise. Meiji, Sayori, I think we'll see you all after school.
Sounds good.
Got it!
Got it. Alright. Anything interesting during lunch? I eventually find myself in the cafeteria 10 minutes before the bell rings. Few members of staff look at me curiously, but for the most part, they thankfully leave me alone. I grab a cup of hot tea, sit near the edge of the cafeteria, leaning against the wall and enjoying the brief peace before I get hounded, like I said. A kind-hearted member of staff does ask me if I want anything to eat, and I just tell him something to help a cold. To my slight amusement, he brings me some porridge and refills my tea. I gratefully eat the meal and sip my warm drink as the minutes pass. Soon the bell chimes. A minute or so later, I see students begin trickling in until the place is crowded. Thankfully, the only looks I get are from the initial students before the others come in. Soon, I'm nothing more than just another student in the sea of people walking through, grabbing their food. Tea. We do enjoy some good tea here. Maybe I should make some tea after the stream. I'll consider that. As I'm taking one of my last bites of the porridge, a shadow looms over me.
Is it okay if I join you?
Oh god, she's already getting attached to us. This is not good. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. I mean, I guess so, sure. I indicated any seat at my small table. To my further surprise, she picks a spot directly opposite from me and puts her tray down. I can see she's actually grabbed some hot soup and tea. She gives me a curious look as I finish my meal, before, more specifically, she looks at the mask hanging below my mouth.
Are you sick?
What do you mean, am I sick? I was at your house yesterday. And your mom specifically gave me something because I was sick. I nod slowly. Just a cold though, so I should be fine in a day or so.
Oh, well, I Hope for a speedy recovery then.
Thank you, I appreciate... Code, wait! I stop, but it's too late. We were speaking English again, weren't we? Fucking damn it! Bro gotta remember. Bro gotta remember. Like, seriously, I know he's speaking 2 languages now and he's not used to it. But he switches way too, like, quickly between the two. Like, when someone suddenly speaks to me in German, I feel like I would notice the difference and catch myself. You know? I feel like if someone spoke to me in German, I would not suddenly switch to German without realizing it. I would realize something is wrong. At least I assume I would. I've never been really in the situation where I speak one language all day and then suddenly someone speaks to me in a different language and I switch without thinking. I would definitely notice I switch. Anyway, hi Gabe, hope you're doing well. We just fell into a trap. I am pretty sure I'm sure. I am pretty sure I'm sure that I would notice. Yuri is spoken in English, and in my tired and stressed out state of mind, I'm not tired and stressed out state, my mind immediately reverted to English mode. Very sure. Shit. You think?
So you do speak English?
Well, we're boned. I grab a napkin and wipe my face, then look Yuri square in the eye. Yeah, I speak English. I make sure to keep my voice as low as I speak, but not too low so Yuri can hear me over the din. But not too low so Yuri can hear me over the din of people around us. Are you safe? The foolish translation. The intentionally wrong translation. The wrong sicher. For anyone unaware, yes, sure and safe are just the same word in German.
Jesus, why did you lie to me?
It's not translate, it's a threat. Am I safe? I don't know. Am I safe? I guess I'm not. I frown and look around a bit, then lean in. I didn't want anyone to know, alright? It's not something people would expect from someone like me. Besides, if people knew I could speak English, they'd ask for help with homework and studying and such.
Is that why Monica and Kawahashi were at your house today?
I guess she's even heard about that. Now I'm back in high school, I'm remembering all of the things I hated about it. Yoshika-san, it's nothing like whatever the rumors are saying.
Is that so? Then what is it like?
My mind races trying to come up with an excuse. Fortunately, something comes to mind immediately. I am not safe. I am not safe. I am dying. I am so dead. You know, I'm just happy one of my problems has disappeared over the course of this stream. I'm still slightly dizzy. But the unnatural amounts of sweating, that has stopped at least. But the other thing that has shown up to take its place is hunger. Big ol' Hungary. Something sure came to your mind, yeah, an anvil. For some reason. Asano-san actually discovered that I could speak English and asked me to help tutor her. Not sure how Kawahashi discovered it, but she threatened me to help her. God, I'm such a terrible liar. Oh boy. Well, I am back into the poem mindset currently anyway, because I gotta write poems for these stream VODs. And you know what? The Redeem is still nicer than having to write poems for the VODs. Because when it comes to the VODs, I'm on a time limit. I have to have a poem written by the time the VOD goes live on YouTube. by that time the poem needs to be done. Granted, the poem for the VODs can be about any topic usually, because I don't care, it just has to be a poem in the description. I usually try to theme it a little bit around what happens in the stream though. Makes more sense that way. Anyway, that's gonna be a topic. An interesting topic to be sure. Thanks, Neon. I'll see when I get to that one.
I see. But that doesn't explain why you and those girls were leaving your house this morning.
And there it is. There's one of the many flimsy excuses I've come up with. Yeah, that was a bad call on my part. We lost track of time and it was too late for them to go home. So I let them stay the night. Okay, God. Now would be a great time to strike me with a few dozen bolts of lightning to stop the interrogation. Strike me down this instant. Let me perish. I don't want this to continue. End me now. She glares at me with an angry glare I've never seen from her before.
I don't believe you.
Damn it, that was blunt. That was a bust. Fair enough. Listen, I don't know what the rumors were saying about me, but I can say this. Nothing sexual happened between us.
You know, I find it hard to believe that a healthy, warm-blooded male and two attractive girls are in one house and nothing happens. Especially when one of them is a well-known slut.
A few more nearby students turned to us at Yuri's remark.
I wish I could have heard that bitch cry. She deserves to.
Yuri blinks suddenly, and an instant later she's back to her normal reserved self.
I don't know what came over me. I've been so stressed lately, but I didn't mean to take it out on you. I overstepped.
Oh God, this is the Act 2 influence. She's switching. She's switching back and forth. She's switching between absolutely possessive of us and crazy, but she still regains her composure every once in a while and goes back to her normal self. Yup, Act 2 is definitely still affecting her. This basically all but confirms it. Even if we're not in the club, it doesn't change anything. This still happens to her. There's nothing we can do. Well, knowing that, I guess we can adjust our plans accordingly and come up with something else. I feel like we should adjust. It's fine, Yoshika-san. Is it just me, or did Yuri's outburst sound jealous? No, it wasn't just you. I noticed it too. Judging by your tone, that's not good, is it? No, it is not. Yoshika-san, I can promise you that nothing happened. There was nothing intimate about anything that happened between the three of us.
Oh, and does that include Fujiwara-san too?
I was so focused on the Ya and Monica problem that I almost forgot that Mori's name was also attached to the rumors too. Yes, that includes her. We just met her on the way to school. She looks at me with a suspicious look in her eyes.
If you say so.
She takes a spoonful of her soup and then clears her throat.
Let's change the subject for now.
Thank goodness. She ain't done with us, I can tell. Oh. Alright, what do you want to talk about next?
I know you said earlier that you didn't want to join the club just yet, but I was just wondering if you've given it any more thought.
Not really, since I've had little time to think about anything so innocent. Not especially. Not even, and even less so now, sorry. She nods in understanding.
I see, I guess that makes sense.
Oh no. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Also, damn it, the dizziness is getting worse again. Give me a moment. I still want to know why this specifically affects me so much. today and last week during the DDLC stream. I feel like this only ever happens during DDLC. To this extent. And I wonder why. Oh god, and the sweating is starting up again too. God damn it. I feel like this only ever happens to me during DDLC streams, which is a shame because this is one of the games I like streaming the most. I just need to calm myself. It's okay, I got this. It's not even it's like half an hour left in the stream. I can do this. I won't go too much into overtime today. I promise you I'm not going into overtime. I'm gonna end fairly soon at the 3-hour mark. End the stream. Make something to eat. Get something more to drink. Maybe some tea. I don't know yet. Thanks for the hydrate as well. Alright. Let's continue.
Hey, you two.
Another presence makes themselves known as Kotonoha walks over to us and sits down uninvited next to me. It's the bitch. Yuri clams up and immediately looks nervous.
Couldn't help but notice you two are talking together.
Something about Kotonoha in this timeline is just off. Yeah, we were. There a problem with two students talking?
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself.
That girl is Sori.
My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend
She's
you
a
never see
star.
yourself making today.
But
It just
star.
kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to
Oh,
school
no,
together on
you
days
misunderstand
like this.
me.
But Star,
I just noticed you were talking in English is all.
I immediately lower my voice. Your point being? Kotonoha's British accent sounds menacing now despite the innocent smile on her face. Oh no! Right, I forgot! The true horror! She's British! That is why she feels off! All the feelings we had about her being evil, they all make sense now. It's because she British.
No point, just me making an observation. It's nice seeing another student who can speak two languages like me. Aside from you now, I only know 2 other students, Yoshika and another student who goes to Taisho High.
That's cool again, huh? Wait, does that mean her influence goes beyond this school? Fucking hell. Well, that's good to know. I try and be as polite as possible, but I can feel my gut clenching up. Deadly's actual GF! Yes, we found her. Fellow British debuff person. I feel like we're gonna be sick. We are already sick, my man. Shit, not again.
Your English sounds better than even my tutor. I'd be willing to hire you to help me for a good price.
She's shoving Yuri's mom aside. She's replacing Yuri's mom with us. No thanks, Yuri's mom needs the job. She needs the job. She needs to be taken care of, even if it is by this asshole of family. Thanks for that. Even if it's this stupid family, she needs the help with the money and everything. I feel like if she switches, like, no, I don't know how I feel about that. Plus, I don't want to be anywhere near Kotonoha if at all possible right now. She looks over briefly at Yuri, he's frozen in place now. Oh great, she's planning for Yuri's mom dying. Yeah, of course.
Should they need up on rice, of course.
Damn, she's giving me the creeps! You and me both. I'd rather...
Before you reply, I encourage you to think about it, alright?
Kaduna pulls a small purse out, reaches in and pulls out a business card. She hands it to me with two hands. Like the whole two-handed thing while doing a polite bow as well.
Here you are. Call or email me if you're interested.
It doesn't matter who it is. Just take the card how I tell you. Meiji tells me how to take the card with both hands and to examine it properly. The card is written in a dark gold script and has Kotonoha's full name written on it, in both English and Japanese. There's an email address on it as well as a phone number. Meiji tells me to, after a while, put it down. My answer will still be no regardless.
Oh, is that so? If you ever change your mind, keep the card. Anyway, I'll leave you to unload that for now. Do enjoy the rest of the day.
Standing, she bows courteously enough and leaves. The moment she's gone, Yuri swallows hard and looks away, fiddling with her hair nervously. Hey, are you alright?
I'm alright. Give me a moment.
Yuri takes a few moments to compose herself. Or rather, she attempts to compose herself, quickly standing forcefully enough that her tea spills over and her tray, over her tray and the table. She quickly makes her way out of the room and I watch her go with concern. She's going to cut herself, isn't she? Yeah, she is about to cut. Ah, boy. I've got a feeling this has something to do with her mom. I was thinking something similar, to be honest. I grab a napkin and begin cleaning up the tray and table. Code, can I ask you something? Shoot, man. Do you think part of the reason Yuri does... Fuck it, do you think she self-harms partially due to stress about her mom's situation? Cat. No cat here, sadly. I'd have thought that's a given. She might be legally an adult, according to American law at least, but even so, she's still young, just like the rest of you. She's yet another girl in this fucked up world dealing with far more than she should be. Yeah, agreed. I finish cleaning up the trays and go to drop them off. Just then I spot Monica and Mori over at another table at the opposite side of the room. Both women see me and nod in my direction. I nod back, when suddenly... What the fuck am I... What am I looking at? Alright, this is a horror game. I forgot. Run. Oh, yeah. Leave her. Fuck you before... Burn in hell. Why won't you just die? You can't save us all. Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Ah! You can't save us all. That is scary. That is terrifying. I feel like the script is really, really not happy with what I'm doing right here. I feel like the script has decided to say, fuck it, I'm done being subtle. This is an open declaration of war as far as I'm concerned. Script really is just like F you. And of course, one of the two people it uses against me is of course Monica. And Sayori's on break, so she didn't see this, right? Sayori's currently taking a break. Because if Sayori saw this, she would be freaking out. But we're gonna inform her that this happened anyway, aren't we? This is worrying. This is where the horror aspect of it comes back into play, and my god. This is the moment. Like, yeah, we were already fighting against the script to the best of our abilities, but up until then, the script was just some mindless entity that was trying to, you know, make the story happen as it is in DDLC. That is until now. This, to me, feels like an entity with at least some awareness. And open hostility. That is not just an entity trying to keep the story on track. That is an entity that is showing open hostility towards us. And that is worrying. That is more than worrying. I am not sure what to do with this information right now. Other than, oh my god, this will be a lot harder. As if this wasn't hard enough already. As if this wasn't hard enough already. Next thing I remember, I'm slowly opening my eyes, only to face a somewhat familiar ceiling. All I can hear is the air conditioning going on in the background. Just then, a familiar face looms over me. The nurse! Did she have a sprite in Act 1? I don't remember.
Welcome back, Jesus-san. How are you feeling?
I groan as I try to sit up, but the nurse stops me.
Nope, just relax for a bit, alright? You had quite the fall earlier.
I obey and lie back down. Wait, what happened?
Two young ladies who brought you here told me you stopped in the middle of the cafeteria for a while, then started screaming before falling down.
Two young ladies? That has to be Monica and Mori, right? Oh, I see. Now the question is, can we trust their testimonies? Was that partially the script acting up and trying to pretend like nothing is wrong? Or was that everything that happened just in my mind? Did it happen in my mind? Or did it actually happen within the world? And by the way, just because it happened in my mind doesn't mean it's not the script playing tricks on me. It still very well might be the script, but the game is just... It could also be a thing of it happened, but then everything reverted to before it, and it's trying to progress as if it was normal. Like, remember that scene with Yuri, where we find her cutting herself? And it's a whole thing, and then the game just rewinds and proceeds like nothing happened. What if it was something like that? What if something happened, and then boom. It just decided, you know what, let's progress like nothing happened. Crashing the party in a bad mood, what's up? Nothing much, nothing much. What's got you in a bad mood today? I think you were in a bad mood last time as well. Just in general, like a bad time recently? Where your mood is just generally down a bit? Or is something going on? Because sometimes it just happens where you're like, in general, just in a bad mood. I get that too. That happens. Oh, I see.
Hey, young man, do you have any medical conditions?
I frown. I don't know much about Japanese schools, but I wonder if they have medical files on students here. I do. Yeah, I'm on medication for narcolepsy. Not that we're taking it anymore. She frowns as well.
I see.
This is perfect. Just great. This isn't what I needed today. Give me the worst outcome. That sounds really rough. Sounds like you don't really want to go into too much detail, which is understandable. You always gotta be careful. Like, sharing details about personal stuff with online strangers is always a bit But I hope everything will work out, if it can work out. Yeah, sounds like you're having a tough time. Hope you have some people you can lean on for that. and who you can share this with. Because yeah, sometimes life is just a bitch. I get that. This isn't what I needed today. Meiji? He doesn't respond. It feels like he's asleep right now. She hands me some water and I sip it, the cool liquid feeling refreshing down my throat. I'm dealing with a pain in the neck. I'm sure you can figure that out, given enough time. Oh. Oh, fun! So your entire PC is down. Any idea what happened with that? How it came to that point? In any event, I really hope you figure something out about it. But I don't think I'd be able to help you.
Okay, from what I've heard about the condition, it makes sense that you'd collapse suddenly, but the screaming I can't explain. Can you describe what happened?
Sure. I spent the next few minutes explaining what I'd experienced, while keeping it vague so to what specifically I'd seen. The nurse nods and takes some notes on her notepad.
Oh my, that sounds horrible.
She gives me a sympathetic look.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Do you want me to call your parents?
No, there's no need. They're out of town right now. I'll let them know later, though.
Good, they should know. What medication are you taking?
Pridolin?
I've got some here if you need more.
She starts making her way to the cabinet when I shake my head. No, that's okay. I have some with me already. It's in my bag. The nurse stops, nods, and returns to her desk. We definitely don't need any more of that stuff. Opening up her browser, she types something in when I see her visit some websites. I manage to check what she's making a quick search on narcolepsy and its symptoms from some sort of document resource site. I get it, she's double-checking what she knows with official review documents. It's comforting to know she's that thorough.
I haven't heard hallucinations stemming from narcolepsy, but these new research journals have shown that it can happen with your condition. Has this happened to you before?
Meiji, now would be a very good time to wake up! Just like before, I get no response. As far as I'm aware, I've never had those kinds of hallucinations.
I see.
She writes something down in her notepad, then looks back up at me.
Do you want to go home? It's almost the end of the day.
I look at the clock and see that she's right. There's only a few more minutes until the day's over. I was planning on visiting a club after school, actually.
I highly recommend you go home, young man. Get some rest or something.
I mean, we are sick to begin with, right? She's probably right, but if I leave right now, I might get accosted by other students, just like Kotonoha and Yuri did earlier. I'm feeling better now, I promise.
Well, if you think you're okay. I don't want to see you back here today, you understand?
I'll do my best. I smile a bit at her, then slowly start sitting up again. The nurse helps me get to my feet and hands me my school bag. How'd this get here?
Oh, the young ladies who brought you here back with the one of the young ladies who brought you here came back with this.
Oh, all right. I'll thank them when I can. I grab the bag and head out into the hallway. Huh, the rain stopped. The hallways leading to my destination are empty at first, but not for long. Soon the doors start to open and students start to trickle out into the halls. A lot of them notice me and start to whisper to each other. Doing my best to ignore them, I make my way as best I can towards the literature club. I see a few people follow me for a bit, but they give up after a short while. When I see the club room, no one else is in sight. I quickly dash in. The moment I'm in, I look around nervously. The only person there is Monica, who is initially hunched over, furiously typing away at the keyboard. I come in and quickly close the door. She jumps, then stands and runs over to me. She throws her arms around me before I get a chance to say anything.
Oh my god, are you alright? I was so worried.
She hugs me tightly. Smiling a bit, I hug her back. I'm fine now, I promise. She looks at me dead in the eyes.
Are you sure you were freaking out pretty badly a few hours ago? I've never heard you scream like that before.
I'm sure. I think it had something to do with Meiji's narcolepsy. At least, that's what the nurse told me anyway.
I see.
Monica kisses my cheek affectionately, then reluctantly lets me go.
What are you doing here, though?
Oh, right. I just need a space to get away from all the gawkers and gossipers until most of them leave. Yuri and Kotonoha both came up to me during lunch today. I start to relay what happened when the door opens. Yuri walks in, followed closely by Natsuki. When Natsuki sees me, she glares at me.
Oh great, the hentai harem protagonist has finally come here.
That's me. I am the hentai harem protagonist. Nice to meet you too. Wanna join in? There's always room for you. Moya glares angrily at Natsuki, briefly. A glance from me, however, and she immediately calms down.
What the hell are you doing here? Wait. You and I aren't next on your hit list, are we?
What if you are? Yeah, I know I'm still missing the haircut. I'm only starting to build my harem right now. By the time my harem is complete, my hair will have grown long enough to cover my eyes as it should. Give it time. Once more, Natsuki looks a bit worried. However, it's the look on Yuri's face that has me more concerned. Oh no. It has begun. She's into it! She's into it! No! Does she want that? Muramoto-san, I already told you, it's not like that. Could you at least listen to me first before judging?
Fine, fine.
Just then Mori walks in, bag in hand. She surveys the scene before her.
Is everything okay in here?
Just trying to clear up a misunderstanding is all. Quote. That quote, after we just talked about our harem. We just talked about building our harem, and now you bring out the quote of, we are doing your mom. And you didn't even bring that one out intentionally. It was just the quote command decided, now is the time to show that quote. With all these girls staring at me, I'm suddenly very nervous. Almost feels like the original cast, considering that Mori over there is partially based off of Sayori. When Sayori isn't here. I know Mori and Monica will have my back, but I'm still nervous about Natsuki and Yuri. I still don't know if Yuri trusts what I have to say. God, I'd hate to have to pander to both women in front of Monica, but I may have to in order to keep the peace. Just as I'm about to speak, Mori speaks up.
Natsuki, Yuri, I know what you two are thinking. It's completely understandable.
Thank you, I'm glad someone gets it.
I can assure you that nothing happened between Monica, Chizu-san, and Kawahashi-san.
Oh, and what do you know?
I was actually walking back to my place with Monica to talk to her about some club-related activities. President to former club president. Kawahashi was trying to accost Chizu-san just outside his house, and Monica and I stepped in and stopped her. Let's just say Kawahashi got a stern talking to, for lack of better praise. I left early, but I guess Monica stayed until morning.
Monica looks a bit nervous, but when Mori stops talking, she speaks up.
Yeah, I was pretty angry. I lost track of time, so I stayed over at Chizu-san's house, and Kawahashi was also forced to stay there that night.
Yes, the rain did become quite the torrent last night.
Wait. You got so angry that you yelled at bitch Ahashi all night long?
Not all night long, just until really late.
I slept with my door locked to be safe. Natsuki snorts in derision.
Good call.
I don't understand though, Chizu-san. If this is true, why didn't you just tell me earlier when I asked?
I sigh and face her once more. I was embarrassed.
Oh, I see. But Chizu-san, if you told me the truth, I wouldn't have judged you or made fun of you like some others might.
I see her nearly imperceptible glance over at Natsuki before looking back at me. Damn. Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind.
But wait, what about everything about Kawahashi this morning?
That? You really expect people to not take advantage of the situation and knock Kawahashi down a peg? Nothing happened with her this morning, I promise.
That does make sense, I understand.
Lies. More damned lies when we're supposed to be truthful.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but the rumors are gonna keep spreading, you know? I hope no one saw you come here today, because if they did, say goodbye to the club.
I made sure no one saw me.
Good then.
The club goes silent for a bit, then Monica clears her throat.
Okay, everyone, why don't we all take some time to decompress for a bit, alright? Jesus, and if you want, you can just rest in the back.
Thank you, Madam President. Monica returns to the computer. The other girls silently go to the different corners of the room. I grab Meiji's bag, walk over to her desk at the back, and practically collapse into it. Head on the desk and hands covering my eyes. As I'm lying there, I can feel Meiji slowly begin waking up. Meiji, you're finally awake. What? Huh? What happened? I think we had a narcoleptic episode. Wait, we did? Yup. Even those glitches and hallucinations? I'm hoping those were just hallucinations. The alternative is much worse. Right. Where are we though? Briefly, I explain what happened to a stunt Meiji. Fuck. You're telling me? But I think we're in the clear with Natsuki and Yuri thanks to Mori, at least for the time being. I still feel like we should explain to Mori and, at the very least, Monica. At the very least, we should explain to Monica what happened. Maybe Mori too. Well, that's good to, at least. No kidding, man. There's silence for a bit. So even though you'd wanted to avoid the club, we still somehow managed to get back in here again, didn't we? Think we should be concerned? You're kidding me, right? No, I just meant, do you think the script could be responsible for this? I don't know. If that's the case, the script might have more power than we thought. How? Well, let's see. It would have to know how we would react to certain scenarios. It would have to push us in the right direction. Hell, it very well could have taken control of people for a brief period of time to accomplish its goals. You're talking about it like it's a living thing. It very well could be. Look, I don't know anything. For all I know, we could all be controlled by some sort of script. Yeah, terrifying thought. I'll shut up now. I do so and just rest, allowing myself a brief reprieve from what's been happening. I see Yuri sitting at a desk reading a book. To my confusion, Mori is seated by her, reading the book, just like what's seen in the Yuri route. Natsuki is sitting against the wall, reading manga by herself. Monica is busy typing away at the computer. What you're thinking about doing? Well, Mori is busy with Yuri, so I was considering going over and trying to reconnect with Natsuki. You sure that's a good idea? I don't know. Got any other ideas, man? Nope. Go for it? Nope, go for it. Standing, I make my way over to where Natsuki's sitting. And that will have to wait. We will spend time with Best Girl next time. As I said, I'm ending on time today. Because I am still dizzy. And with my hunger catching up to me as well. No use going too much into overtime. And this feels like a good stopping point to me, right? Starting Natsuki stuff next time around. Maybe that's just me. On time. Yeah, on time. Let's see. We could raid Rain VT again. Part of me wants to see if there's like another DDLC stream up right now that's worth checking out. There are a few DDLC streams. Why not? Just making doubly sure I saved. And I quit. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got. What about this person? They only have one viewer and one follower. Do they have a mic? They're not saying anything. I don't want to rate someone who's not saying anything. I also don't see a message of the streamer in chat, so doesn't seem like they're doing anything of interest. Alright, next person. This is just a black screen. No sound, black screen. Okay. So that's another DDLC stream that is not really gonna work out for us. And there's me. What about this person? They clearly know the trigger. If they know the trigger warnings already, it's not really a blind playthrough. I don't know. I don't know. Anyone streaming DDLC Plus, maybe? Maybe in the DDLC Plus category, you'll find someone to raid. They're not saying anything and they're stuck on the same frame of the game. But at least there's audio. Maybe they stepped away for a bit, but I don't want to raid when someone stepped away. I don't even know when this person will come back. Fucking damn it all. Who's this person that Rob is suggesting, and what are they up to? Let's see, what are they up to? Minecraft, huh? Sure, why not? Thanks for the suggestion, Rob. We'll rate this person, I've decided. Just so I don't have to keep looking. Hi, Dev, welcome to the raid. I think somewhat familiar. Have we rated this person before? I don't know. Something about them seems somewhat familiar. Anyway, let's get this raid started. Alright, so everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I am so tired and hungry and everything. So I'm definitely gonna rest. Hopefully I'll be on top of things again for tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow I'll be playing Undertale, beating the entire game in one stream. I'll do a neutral run, as in I will not kill anyone except until the very end where I will kill Flowey. That is the decision I've made. So yeah, I will see you all then. Have a good one, and yeah, bye-bye. And of course, if you're watching this after it's been uploaded to the realms of YouTube as a VOD, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And you know, if you do want to catch me live in the future, you can do so by simply checking the description down below. There will be a link to my Twitch where I stream every single Friday and Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week as well, though that is a bit more of an irregular thing. In any event, I'll see you around. Have a good one. Bye-bye.